Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day.
BoxingVoice.com.
Saudi Beyonce Productions.
I must be the greatest.
Let's get that done. I've been here before and I know what it takes. Hard work, dedication. BoxingVoice.com. Mayweather is he's the best.
Win, lose, or draw, we coming to fight. Can't nobody take that away. We're coming to fight.
They do what they can, I do what I want.
When you look at how he throws that left hook, it starts out really low. We're going to see what kind of character.
Oh, and the lefts and rights by Maidana. And it's all Marcos Maidana here. A lot of those punches off his shoulder.
I think anybody out there listening or key, anybody, think that that's a dangerous deal to make. I think it's a perfect deal to make.
BoxingVoice.com.
15 minutes. Can you be strong for 15 minutes? Can you? Listen, the concentration is leaving a little bit. Pick it up. Pick it up!
Some things about we got to deal with his body shots. I don't think you want to be that close to us. He's talking about letting the left hook go. Then you're going to take the left hook. Let's get that done.
Look, the fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? Look, we're firemen. We are firemen! The heat doesn't bother us. We live in the heat. We train in the heat.
BoxingVoice.com.
Let's get that done.
Danny, how much of the difference is it for you at this weight?
You lost weight, man?
Yeah, I'm working out. I lost like 35 everybody's a threat.
Puerto Rico, Miguel
BoxingVoice.com.
We're not going to do that. We're going to take this fight against Keith. We're going to get less than you, Keith, but we're going to get more the second time. So go ahead and make it 2 times.
BoxingVoice.com. My job is to focus on boxing, going out there being the best that I can be.
All right, you men receive my instructions. Protect yourselves at all times. Obey my commands. I want you to touch gloves.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. As today, we're going to be discussing on our second show of the day. This is our 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time show. We're talking Shakur Stevenson becomes the hunted. Floyd Schofield and Raymond Muratalla want to fight him. We're going to have Floyd Schofield on the show at 7:30 in a few more minutes. And then we'll also have Brian Norman Sr., the trainer of Brian Norman Jr., since we had Michael Fox, the welterweight, who said, essentially, long story short, he said he put hands on Norman Jr. a couple weeks ago. Norman Sr. sent me all the footage. So, yeah, he's going to jump on and talk about that as well. But what we need to be talking about right now is Shakur Stevenson. So if you are right now on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice, follow along as we provide you with the necessary information here. We have this to show. And this is, okay, let's do that again. And maybe zoom out just a bit. All right. So Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Schofield both seemingly agreed to an end of the year showdown. Now, that's why I wanted to get Floyd on, because what they've agreed to really can't happen, because they're like, oh yeah, well, you fight William Cepeda, then we can fight. It's like, so now this fight is dependent on William Cepeda. But it all started from Schofield obviously saying, wasn't your last opponent 16-12? I'm 16-0, ranked number 4 in the WBA. So do I hold weight? Just say you scared, laughing out loud. Shakur comes back and said, Kid Austin, bro, did you see your last opponent? He was 17-7-3. You trying to get your name up, champ. I get it, but be realistic. You never fought an undefeated fighter in your life. Step up the competition before mentioning my name. You over there with Cepeda. Why wouldn't you try and beat him to get your name up? And Austin comes back and says, so, William Cepeda, then you, deal, thumbs up, oncoming fist. Shakur says, lock, you got my word. So, cool. Shakur's basically saying, if you do fight Cepeda, I'll give you the fight. But can he really give him the fight is my thing, right? Like, is he going to re-up? If he re-up, then I can see him giving him the fight or getting the fight, right? Because, Top Rank would invest. But as a free agent, I'm not really understanding how that would happen. Now, if he were saying next, meaning now, for June, I can see that happening, maybe, for the June last fight. But in enters Muratalla, right, who wants smoke with not only Shakur but Keyshawn as well. So this is Muratalla here, and Robert Garcia is his trainer. And Robert says the only guy ranked above Raymond is Cameron, and he's going the IBF route. We will be 100% ready when we get the call from Top Rank. So, Muratalla moved up 2 slots to number 2 in the new WBC rankings at 135 pounds. So, you go to 35, Muratalla looks to be number 2, just like they said. Now, if you go here, Muratalla, and this was February 8th, he was the number 7, willing to face the number 8 in Keyshawn, while Navarrete fights for the vacant. And he said, ready when you are, Keyshawn, and added Keyshawn. And as you can see, no replies from Keyshawn. But this was February 8th. But today, or yesterday, February 19th, obviously, Garcia Boxing said they will be 100% ready for a call from Top Rank. Shakur posted that he would be fighting in June. So hopefully they can give us, Muratalla and Shakur, because I don't see the cross promotion with Floyd Schofield, but we'll have him on to see, his thoughts. I just feel Shakur did make a lot of good points when it came to Kid Schofield, right? Like, there's Cepeda on his side. That would be a good fight. And I'm sure if he can beat Cepeda, then there's going to be a lot of people that would be backing him to get the fight with Shakur. It's more believable then. But we'll see what he tells us. I believe he has an opponent already for the... Yeah, he's going to be fighting a Dominican for the William Cepeda and Maxie Hughes card, I believe. Well, it's not listed on BoxRec, so I guess we'll find that out when he comes on here in just a bit. in about another 18 minutes, but I'm going to try and do a Google News search. Now, you can call in for the next 18 minutes. Remember, we're going to have Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield on today at 7:30, and we're also going to get the trainer of Brian Norman Jr., his dad, Brian Norman Sr., to talk about the interview we just did with Michael Fox, who, gave us a little bit of details of the sparring. Michael is just a big dude. I mean, they sent me the sparring, bro. Michael is just a huge dude out that southpaw stance, man. And his dad sent me massive amount of sparring. Like, it made me want to check Brian Norman's height because I almost feel like he might be short. Watching him in these sparring sessions, specifically with Fox, obviously Fox made him look short, but in a few others, he doesn't look the tallest. But I could be wrong. I'm trying to pull it up here. BoxRec has him listed at 5'8". We'll have to ask his dad, how real is that? Remember, he's going to be fighting March 2nd, so that's in about 2 weeks. He's going to be taking on Janlison Figueroa Boca Chica. Remember, Boca Chica is a good fighter from Michigan. Hard 10-round fight with Alberto Palmera, where it went to 10-round decision. Also, 8-round decision with Roman Villa, who Boots knocked out, and obviously controversial win, in my opinion, over this kid's on a milk carton. What's his name? Rashidi Ellis. Man, Rashidi Ellis. Yo, people don't know what they do to their careers, right? Like, not their careers, like what these managers and promoters do. Like, Rashidi Ellis, I mean, he just went through a long stem of inactivity with Golden Boy. Now, look at him with PBC, another, at least with Golden Boy, they shelved him because he won. PBC shelved him because he allegedly lost. I thought he won, man. They robbed my boy, in my opinion, in that Vija fight. But, hey, you win some, you lose some. Hopefully he can get a return fight, man. He should be raising his hand to fight Boots, man. But I get it, off the inactivity. Do you really want to do that? But, man, where is he, right? Where has he been? But let me send this link to Floyd. It's a little early. I don't like sending it too early because then they just pop up early. But again, if you guys want to call in, Twitter Spaces and Discord is available. We are talking Kid Austin and Muratalla, both seeking fights with Shakur Stevenson. The Hunters finally become the Hunted, right? Few days ago, it was hard for him to get opponents. And, while Shakur made a good point in saying Schofield's never fought an undefeated fighter, which I need to check myself. Let me double check this. Schofield. Wow. Okay. Schofield's never fought an undefeated fighter. But that's a good point that Shakur made. But again, while he made that point, Schofield did make the point of saying, hey, your last opponent was 16-2. At least I'm 16-0. So, and Muratalla, where is Muratalla in terms of amount of fights, right? 19-0. So it's not that big of a difference. I don't know that Golden Boy will really do it, though. Shakur's a tough fight. Top Rank, I think they wouldn't mind. They'll give Shakur what he wants on his last fight because he's just that good of a fighter. But they would prefer to give him Schofield, who's not their in-house Muratalla fighter. Like, they ain't trying to give Muratalla a loss and Shakur leaves. I don't know. Something to think about. Fats, what up?
Yo, what up, my nigga?
What up?
Coolin', man. to speak on the topic and shit. Yeah, Schofield. I agree with Shakur. Right now, he just trying to get his name a little out there. It don't really make sense. Like, I don't even think he ranked that high in the WBC right now to even call for a title shot. I think he high
Nah,
in
he
the
not
WBC.
ranked in the WBC at all. He's only ranked in the
Yeah,
WBA.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he high in the WBA for real. So that's a pay to fight make more sense. The Raymond Muratalla fight. I mean, I like that fight, but I think ain't he high ranked in the WBO?
He is only number 7 in the WBO. He's higher
Where
ranked in the
he
WBC.
Oh, I didn't know that. I only saw his name last time I checked it in the WBO. Oh, okay. Well then, damn. I mean, shit. I like that. I like that fight. If he won his title shot for the WBC right away, shit, why not? I like that fight. Now I don't know if Top Rank gonna make it. I don't know if they like protecting Shakur Stevenson right now because and did he re-up with him?
Not yet. No mention of a re-up yet.
Oh, so maybe I don't know. Maybe they
Muratalla
do
is
make that.
also number 8 in the IBF.
Okay. Maybe they do make that fight then. I mean, shit. I think that's a good fight for Shakur. I think that's a better fight than his last fight for sure. I think Matela. I don't know how to say his last name, but I think better than Santos. Santos still good though too though. That was a good ass fight. But damn, that's a good fight, man. Both of them good fights, but I think the Muratalla fight is more realistic, considering that it might be easier to make they both over there on Top Rank and shit. But I'm looking forward to see who gonna put structure in the division now. I mean, the guy that did put structure in the division, he done moved up, so I want to see who won all the glory now. I don't want to hear all this, we too cool to fight, and we brothers. We'll never
You're
say. I
going to
don't
hear
want to hear
that.
nothing.
You're going to hear that. And
That's
FYI,
duck talk.
Keyshawn number 3. He
Yeah,
number 3 in the
that's duck talk.
WBC.
Yeah, that's duck talk. I don't want to hear that. Everybody talking about, this guy got an easy belt, and this guy got easy belt. Okay, cool. Go. It's a gauntlet at 135, baby. I want to see who gonna take it how it come. You get what I'm saying? All that talk and shit. We gonna see who really about that. Tank gotta do it too. You know what I'm saying? Shakur and Tank, they got a few guys at that 135, man, who want to come and get their shot. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to see who put structure in that division, man. Who gonna want all them belts? Who gonna want undisputed? That's what we want to see. I don't want to hear all that. Oh, we too cool. No. We ain't doing none of that shit. So, I'm just looking forward to see who gonna put structure in that division. Hopefully, old ass Lomachenko still trying to be the only one trying to do it. I want to see them young guys, Keyshawn Davis. Who else? Shakur. I want to see them niggas grab all the belts, man. Let's get to it. I'm looking forward to that. I appreciate the call.
All right. We got a few more minutes, about 9 more minutes before we get Kid Austin, Floyd Schofield on the line, who is your number 4 ranked. Watching these rankings while listening to Fat's call, I'm like, holy shit, Austin can actually get a Tank fight. I mean, Cepera's not getting a Tank fight. Who's number 1? He's facing Maxie Hughes, who's number 5. De Los Santos is injured, recovering in DR. Frank Martin did say he's got a big announcement, but I seen Tank on Twitter with a tweet and delete that I didn't care to do a show about, but he says something like, oh, y'all swear y'all know things. These girls, even though he didn't say the nice word girls, he said these girls from, Queens of whatever, Queens of the Ring, not whatever, Queens of the Ring, say something and y'all think they know. Basically, Queens of the Ring said it was going to be Frank and not Venezuela, and Tank came out and said, like, ooh, y'all swear y'all know. Now, Venezuela is number 6, and I bet you, the WBA, which really stands for what? Benefits Al Heyman, will definitely say, yeah, we could let Venezuela jump Floyd Schofield. I hope they at least call Schofield. You know, that's a question to ask him. You know, what would happen if the number 6 get the shot? It's also a voluntary, right? Like Tank, did Tank have a mandatory yet? He hasn't had even a mandatory that I could remember. So it would also, the Venezuela fight would also probably be classified as a voluntary defense. But it's quite interesting that Schofield is right there on the cusp at number 4. He could literally get a deal. It's crazy. Timboski, what's up on
Yo,
Discord?
yo,
What
yo.
up?
Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. Salute, Nestler. Ring walk, wherever you are, ring walk. It's very interesting that we're talking about the 135 division. I'm happy that we're talking about this division because this division it can be electrifying. It could be a Royal Rumble. It could be a King of the Ring. You understand what I'm saying to you? Shout out to Booker T. This is what we're talking about. I hear you talking of Raymond Muratalla. Very interesting, very, very athletic monster looking like in that division to me, in my opinion. We have Keyshawn Davis, Frank Martin, William Zapeda, Shakur Stevenson, Abdul Wahid, that duck Conor Ben. But that's all right. I didn't want that fight. But he still ducked my guy. You have who else? Floyd Schofield. Very, very electrifying fight also at that division. You got my guy Maxie Hughes taking on William Zepeda. You got Jose Valenzuela that got his win over Chris Colbert. It's a very, very interesting. Dennis Blanchett. He's another undefeated fighter. All those names I mentioned, none of them have fought each other, apart from William Zepeda and Maxie Hughes. This is the year that I want to see this division get shooken up. This is the year that I want to see these guys put it all on the line, i.e., a Winky Rat and a Fernando Vargas, i.e., Salvador Sanchez and others in the history of the sport. It's going to be an interesting year because I want to see what these guys are going to do. Everybody needs to fight each other. I'm tired of seeing these number 1s fight number 9s, number 2s fight number 11s. It's ridiculous now. I want to see these young guys get it on. And there could be multiple rematches. It doesn't matter if they lose, get an O, or become a meme, in my opinion. I just want to see the best fight, the best like we all do. Do you agree there?
You know it.
Thank you very much, Ness. And this is what we're talking about. We need the best to fight the best. It's as simple as that. People got belts, they need to unify. We don't want to hear all this bullshit about, oh, he's over there, he's over here. I understand that's the reality of the situation, but it's the fact that we want to cut that out of the sport. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because there's some electrifying fights that we need to see. Big pay-per-view fights. Some of these guys are not pay-per-view fighters, but they can become that if they just roll the dice, take some risks. You get me? It's easier said than done, but these guys, they definitely need to take on each other. I would like to see Zepeda, Keyshawn Davis, Raymond Muratalla, Frank Martin, Edwin De Los Santos redeem himself in there with Floyd Schofield. I want to see Floyd Schofield and Frank Martin. I want to see Floyd Schofield and keep. Is Oscar De La Hoya going to give us what he promised us? Yeah, he's going to give us Keyshawn and Floyd Schofield. Is he going to give us that? Is he going to give us that? Are we going to get Shakur Stevenson against Raymond Muratalla? That's what I want to see. Are we going to get that? Are we going to get Frank Martin, Edwin De Los Santos? Are we going to get, what are we going to get? I don't want to see Keyshawn Davis against Zayu Abdullayev. I don't want to see Maxie Hughes against Frank Martin. I don't want to see none of that shit. We don't want to see that. We want to see 1s and 2s. We want to see contenders against champions. We want to see champions against champions. This is what we want. And as simple as that. And if we don't get it, we're going to keep putting our foots on these fighters and boxing politicians' necks. It's as simple as that. We're going to pay for what we want.
That was the bell, player. You know.
Thank you.
You the man. We got Crazy Brandon.
Shout out Tim Boski. Ooh. I love that guy, dude. He has the funniest comments. But according to this specific topic here, as far as we can tell, Shakur, he needs to look for those big fights, get them done. Floyd Schofield, he's good. He's a solid puncher, but in terms of Shakur's punching skills, I'll knock him right out of the park. I know Floyd's been training for a minute. He's a solid, up and come up, type of person who just basically like, works out all the time and punches a lot, and he's training heavy, which that's what you got to do when you're about to fight somebody. But when Shakur is right there, he's always ready. He's always got his hands up. He's gonna win that battle. It all comes down to what can you adapt to in the situation. And if you can't adapt to someone like Shakur, who like has such a powerful punch, you're not really gonna win that battle. You're gonna succumb to like some of these hits that you get, like you get hit in the body. You get hit. Once you get hit in the body, you're blocking low. So you can't really defend up top. You get hit up top with the switch hitter, because somebody like Shakur, I think he's a southpaw stance. Actually, he's an orthodox stance, right? I think he's orthodox. So
Nah, he's southpaw, champ.
he's southpaw. That's what I thought. Yeah, and then so he can use both, hands to, mess you up. He'll put the hand in your face, block your view, and just basically, hit you as hard as he can. Like that guy, he's tough. He's tough, man. So I like watching Shakur fight. Everybody, think, Floyd Schofield, he's not gonna win that. So in terms of skill, in terms of ability. So you just got to let things kind of play out, and when that situation happens, let some of those super skilled guys do their things, and make sure they, you're not getting hit as much. Always, just like the ref says, always protect yourselves at all costs. Obey his rules. That's good advice. Don't just think some of these guys' advice is just nonsense. Actually take their
Champ,
advice.
what are you
Someone's telling.
talking about, champ?
I'm talking about like what the refs say, like in like while the fight's going on.
What's
You know
that
what I
got
mean?
to do with Schofield and like
I don't
Shakur
know.
and like?
I'm just thinking I'm thinking of like a situation where Shakur and Schofield are fighting, like how it would play out before it actually happens. Is that off topic?
I mean, I guess not, but I was, you lost me, but yeah.
My bad.
Nah. I guess that was my fault.
Thanks.
No, you got it. Okay. So, we should be getting Floyd Schofield on the show in just a bit. So we're gonna keep taking calls until we do get him on. It's show business. Every now and then, things don't work out the way they're supposed to. We got Larry Lopez. Welcome to the Prospect Level. Remember to go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. It's absolutely free. But once we get to 500, we will open up the live chat. Right now, we're members only. Salute to all our members that help keep the show going. On Discord, I have Latron. What it do?
What's going on, Nez? How you doing this evening?
All good.
That's good, brother. That's good. Hey, the reading the topic was somebody offered Shakur a fight or something. I ain't seen nothing. How's that work?
Yeah, two guys called him out. Floyd Schofield, 16-0, and Raymond Muratalla, 19-0.
Oh, bet. So both of them should be some contenders. Should put on a good fight. But at this point, man, like everybody just need to get active. Like me as a casual, like I'm just tired of sitting around waiting for like this whole Canelo thing and waiting for people to say they want to fight and they don't want to fight and all this other bull crap, man. Like everybody just need to get out to fight somebody. It don't even matter who you fight. Just get in the ring, get busy. You know what I mean? It's getting boring, kind of. If I could say that, because these guys they fighting, man, but it's like I kind of feel like they cherry picking. Floyd Schofield would probably be a good fight. I've heard y'all talk about him before, and I've never seen him fight. The other guy, I can't pronounce his name, Raymond. He could probably be a good fight too, but at this point, kid just needs to get active, man. Especially that bad performance he had with De Los Santos. Just need to get active. That's my call,
Now,
brother.
what you
Appreciate
think?
you.
What you think about the fact that he said, "Yo, your last opponent was 17 and 7 and 3. Like you ain't ready for me."
Who said that? Shakur told somebody that?
Shakur told Schofield that, and Schofield answered back like, "I'm 16 and 0. Your last opponent was 16 and 2."
Bro, it don't, and that, like you say it all the time, we got to stop letting losses diminish these guys' record, like, or make it seem like they ain't good fighters, because just because a cat got a loss or his opponent had a loss, that don't mean nothing to me. The best still should fight the best. I mean, could be a possible duck, an excuse not to get in the ring with the young kid.
I mean, he flat out told him, "Go beat Cepeda. He on your side of the street. Beat him first, and then, I promise you a fight."
What y'all call it, game banging? What's up with all that stuff? Like, don't nobody got time for what? Zepeda's what, a PBC fighter or a matchroom fighter?
Golden Boy.
Golden Boy, and
And that's
Shakur
who.
top rank.
Yep. And Schofield is Golden Boy.
Man, everybody, it's all a business. It's all about a dollar. Let's come together. Let's get this money and go on about our business. Let's get the fans what they want. Let's be entertainers, because that's our job. Combat entertainers. Let's give them what they want. Give them what they're paying for, and let's get active. Let's fight. It don't matter if you PBC, Golden Boy, Matchroom, Queensberry, Top Rank. Get in there. Bob don't want to talk. You talk for yourself if you can. That's why I because now you don't got that bull crap behind you saying, "Oh no, that might not be a good look." When you got guys that's actually out here fighting for their legacy because they want to be bigger than what they've seen other fighters be, and they want that, and Devin wants that. And so I'm glad he got out of that contract. And Shakur said he getting out of his contract. He said I saw something about a fight in June, but yeah, man, all that stuff that stuff that shouldn't even matter. Like, let's just fight. Don't matter who on what side of the street, because it's all money at the end of the day.
Word.
That's
Chant,
how I feel.
let me get to some other callers here. Tim Boski coming
Appreciate
right
you,
back
Ness.
out, and I appreciate you. Tim, what it do? Damn, Tim, you gonna have to hold that thought. It's my man, Kid Austin on here. Let's go to that. Champ, what's going on?
What's up?
So you making headlines today, man. Everybody's seeing you back and forth with Shakur. Obviously, he didn't say what we wanted, which is a fight right now. But he's basically doing his Canelo, and he's saying, if you fight William Cepeda, he'll give you the fight. And he said you got his word. So I guess, what's your thoughts on the exchange?
Hopefully he'll man of his word. I mean, it's boxing. Y'all know I'm not scared to fight nobody. I'm with fighting the so-called best, so I could prove that I'm the best. So if they give me Williams Zepeda, I'll take Williams Zepeda out, and hopefully he'll be a man of his word, because that's what I'm gonna do.
So,
Good answer.
BoxRec still doesn't have your new opponent. Are you still locked in for the Dominican? Is that because it's not on BoxRec just yet?
Yeah, as far as we know, it's still locked in. He started his training, I heard, so we'll be fighting.
Cool. So, his name is Oresti El Pluma Suero. What do you know about your future opponent, Mr. Suero? So funny. That's my uncle's last name.
I just know he number 2 in the DR. That's it. All I know of him, really.
Have you watched this fight with Sterling Castillo?
I
That's
did.
another
I seen it
Dominican.
on the rolly card, but I didn't really pay attention to it because I didn't know that would be my future opponent. So, but I seen the fight.
Yeah, he ended up getting a loss to Sterling, but Sterling is actually a decent fighter. I got to watch Sterling spar with De Los Santos in the lead up to the Shakur fight. You know, that's who De Los Santos chose to use for some of his sparring. Um, so you've only been able to see one fight of Euresti.
Yeah, I don't really study the fight. I let my dad and my team do that. I just train, get ready.
Now this is a better resume. 13 and 1, 10 KOs. He's a puncher. But Shakur did take some shots. You know, you followed up well by saying your last opponent was 16 and 2. I'm 16 and 0. But he said you never fought an undefeated fighter. Why do you think that
We did.
is?
Well, we did fight an undefeated
Undefeated
fighter.
fighter.
The one you knocked out with the shot behind here, wasn't he undefeated?
Nah, he had one loss, but he was like 22 and 19 knockouts though. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's boxing. I mean, according to the public, I'm still building up my record. So if he wants me to fight an undefeated fighter, which hopefully Zepeda will still be undefeated, I'm gonna give him what he want. And after I give him what he want, I hope he gives me what I want, that fight. So I'm gonna live up to my obligation. It's all on him.
Right.
Now, Champ, you're the youngest out of all of them. And by all, I'm even including Shushu, even though he's not in your division. But, you know, it's like Shushu, Keyshawn, Devin, Shakur, even Tank. Like, you're 21. Why does it feel like you guys are rushing?
You breaking up. I'm gonna leave and join back in.
All right. Yeah. Let's see, because
In that moment, I mean.
so yeah, I was asking. You know, you're only 21. Everyone is younger, is older than you. Even Keyshawn. You know, even Shushu. Everyone is older than you by multiple years. Why is there this rush for you to make those particular names your contemporaries? Because they're not in your age bracket.
What that mean? Boxing is an
I didn't
age
hear
thing?
it. He was breaking up.
Here come Dad.
He said,
Here come Dad. Here come Dad.
Floyd told me to behave. He told me to behave.
Yeah, don't worry about him, bro. Don't worry about him. I told him to behave.
He told me to behave and to talk right. They got me in therapy and everything else, y'all. I think I know Floyd would beat those guys. That's the weird thing about it. I know it would be easy for him, and that's what I want to show the world. Just like Ali did with Liston. You know, he gone for greatness. What if he knocked Shakur out and Tank out? Imagine where he would be in his life. So that's what we shooting for greatness.
It's all on taking risks.
What's the worst
taking risks? I mean, it is what it is.
So, I mean, you know how fans are. It's like you didn't knock out Haskell Rhodes. How you gonna knock out Shakur, who's like a 3-division champ, so skilled? People, you know, relate him to Floyd, and not you, the other Floyd.
To be honest, just speaking from me personally, I'm gonna let y'all know, like Dale had a hard head, just like abnormally hard, like to the point where like I thought the man, he was out, he was asleep. I looked in his eyes, that man was gone, and he just got up. I feel like if I caught Shakur one of them same shots, I feel like, just my opinion, so y'all don't get mad, I feel like it won't be the same reaction. No, I feel like I have I feel like I have the skill to catch Shakur because a lot of people don't catch him, and then I feel like I have the power to, like, you know,
knock his ass out.
Yeah, I can't say that, but yeah,
knock his ass out. Shakur already know what's coming.
So that's what I was going to ask. You said you feel you have the skill to catch him because it does become a cat and mouse game when he's facing a power puncher. We've seen that with Joet Gonzalez, Nakatilia, and most recently with the De Los Santos fight. I know you sparred him. Has he ever hopped out of danger the way that he was hopping in the De Los Santos fight?
To be honest, I can't remember because I was like 17. But
oh wow, it was that long ago.
It was to the point where it was like super technical. I did have to trap him on the ropes, cut off the ring a lot. But in the ring, in Jay Prince gym, it's not that big, so it's not there nowhere to really go. So, but I feel like I had the ability to cut off the ring, the switch stances, all that stuff to, make it a rough fight for him.
What do you think De Los Santos was doing wrong? Because when we interviewed him, he said he knew Shakur wanted him to reach so that he could counter him or light him up, and he really wasn't trying to give Shakur what he wanted. Yeah, what do you think De Los Santos did wrong in that fight?
He didn't cut off the ring. I mean, he didn't throw punches just like Shakur. I mean, don't get me wrong, Shakur got good foot movement where he was able to escape and stuff, but it was still on De Los Santos and his coach to come up with a game plan, cut off the ring, trap him on the ropes, be a little more active. But like I said, I'm not De Los Santos. I can't say what he did and what he did wrong, but me personally, I would have,
broke his face.
And I would have just did more. I would have did more than De Los Santos.
Now, obviously, you and your dad believe you would get the knockout. Do you think the probability of said knockout would be higher had you been in the ring with Shakur that night? Because allegedly there was a hand injury, right? He tweeted and deleted he had hand injury. It did seem like he wasn't using his left hand. Did you see it that way as a fighter? Did it look like he wasn't favoring the left?
Just as a fighter, I ain't gonna say, what was going on with him because only Shakur really know. Shakur and his team. So I ain't gonna say his hand wasn't injured or was, but me speaking, if I was Shakur, I wouldn't have put myself in that position. If I was fighting a dangerous fighter like De Los Santos to go in the ring with one hand, maybe his hand was hurt, or maybe he was just afraid if he.
Would you have pulled out? Because he did say that, like, oh, I learned my lesson. Maybe next time I will pull out. I didn't want to pull out and things like that. People bought tickets. It's a tough predicament, Floyd. Like, you would pull out, is what you're saying?
I mean, yeah, because don't get me wrong. I see where he said he didn't want to pull out because people would have been like, oh, he probably scared and all this other stuff. But your health is what matters most. And yeah, you gotta give your fans 100% of you. I mean, at the end of the day, your health comes first. I mean, who knows? Maybe he would have went in there with a hurt hand and he would have threw that hand and De Los Santos would have caught him with a punch. I mean, I feel like me though, I would have just let my team know first, if anything.
For sure. So you're number 4 in the WBA. I guess this is more a question for you, Senior. Obviously, your son is number 4. William Cepeda is fighting Maxie Hughes, who's number 5, but they're fighting an IBF eliminator. So your number 1 and your number 5 are out. Edwin De Los Santos, who is above your son, he's injured and recovering in Dominican Republic. I confirmed that with his promoter, Samson Lewickovic. So Frank Martin did post on social media. As boxing, we gotta follow everything these guys post and hope that they mean it's a fight. But he said, big news coming. If Frank does not get the Tank fight, is there anything legally you can do to not let Jose Venezuela jump your son? Because there is a lot of rumors of Jose, a.k.a. Rayo Venezuela, who got the knockout over Colbert, possibly getting the fight with Tank. But he's number 6. Your son is number 4. How does that work? And legally, can they skip you?
Well, how it is, legally, no, they can't skip us because we hold the national title. So whenever we want to call for a title shot, we could just call for it. We don't have to wait because that's part of the bylaws of having a WBA national title. But they did tell us that we should be fighting for a title in this fight. We don't know if it's the Intercontinental, WBA Intercontinental, and the next fight we supposed to have been fighting for a title. So no matter which way Zepeda or Frank Martin go, the WBA already told us we're going to be fighting for the world title in a couple of fights. So it don't matter whether it's Tank or whoever, we want to fight either Either or, it don't matter. But we're gonna get our title shot, and there's nothing they can do about it, and we're gonna win.
Does Jose have a belt as well? Does he have any type of WBA that may trump your son?
We don't care if he get it first. We'll knock him out after. So it
Okay,
don't
okay.
matter who.
No. Well, that's where I wanted to get to. Like, was it a thing where you would, seek legal action if you wasn't next and they jumped you with Jose? But you're obviously saying no. So that's
No, they already told us. They already told us like in 2 fights, we'll fight for the title. So even if
and
he jumps,
so you're
fight us.
saying is they the WBA or is they Tank's team reached out?
Tank. Remember, Tank is what? Isn't Tank the super champion? He don't have to fight mandatories.
Yes, he's the
Now,
super champion.
the super champion. So the regular is vacant. So we don't have to worry about Tank. Tank is gonna pick and choose
So
who he wants.
so they did not consolidate. Remember that was supposed to be a consolidation. It's not supposed to be no more regular in that division. Are you saying you've been told it's coming back?
I can't talk about all that, but all I know is Tank is in a position where he don't have to fight mandatories, and they can't do that and not get sued. So they got to make other preparations. If Tank not going to take the title shot, he's going to have to move up, or he's going to have to fight us. So it ain't going to be a chance where Tank is just going to hold the belt and not have to fight us. We're going to make sure that it's hot enough where the fans going to demand it.
All right.
Because we want to fight Tank. That's the goal. To knock Tank out, take the boogeyman out, take Shakur out, move to 140, take out all of them, become undisputed, and go to 147. So that's our goal. So no matter who's in the way, we going through them.
So, Junior, do you think there's a reason that Shakur performs the way that he performs versus punches? Like, we obviously assume, but what do you think? You've shared the ring with him, and you're a fighter. Fans seem to run to the easiest thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's just the way he decides to fight. I can't answer why he moves around. Yeah, that's the style he uses. If he feels like that benefits him, where he can't get touched by a power puncher, so be it. But as y'all can see, to the fans, that's not really what the fans want to see. So I feel like Shakur has a nice style if you like technical boxing, but I just feel like he should, like add a little more stuff into it. Then I feel like he can make it fan friendly if he can get, how do I put it?
That's what makes y'all fight so epic, because he's a great boxer and they know you're gonna bring it to him. So he gonna have to fight. That's what make that fight a pay.
Yeah, I can't answer for him, but I know me personally, I just like fighting. Whether I got to box, brawl, bang, I don't care. I'm going in a fight, and I feel like if he can add punches into his arsenal, he could be a dangerous fighter.
Senior, how many more fights y'all got left?
As far as what?
Golden Boy.
Oh, Golden Boy treating us good.
I didn't say they wasn't. I'm just saying how many more fights.
After the zone is probably gonna pick him up, Golden Boy the zone. So we probably gonna be there. Most of his career we probably be there. What they talking, how good they talking. So we don't know. We don't know. In a couple of 18 months he'll be a free agent, but I doubt if Golden Boy gonna allow that. They're gonna keep him.
Okay, that's what I wanted though. 18 months because there's certain individuals that believe in order to get a Tank fight, you have to be either Latino or at least be with the BBC. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think you need to be with Al Heyman in the PBC in order to get a Tank Davis fight?
I can't answer that one. I don't even know.
Oh, nah, that's for the businessman right there, Floyd Schofield Sr.
Now the thing is, Floyd got he got the youth on his side, like his age. Tank can't hold that belt forever. Tank get older. His mind is going slowly but surely. So he ain't gonna hold that belt forever. He can't. So for us, this a laugh. We having fun beating him up. Floyd not even in his prime yet, 24. So Tank ain't gonna have it that long. So we still gonna reign. So Tank ain't even nothing to us. No threat and nothing else. He just holding the belt for us, keeping it warm.
Yeah, I don't care if I got weight, but that fight, I feel like would be a big fight one day. But whoever I got to fight, really, I don't even care. Like my dad said, I'm young. I mean, I got time. If I gotta fight Ryo, Edwin, Zepeda, all back to back, I'm willing to do it just to prove I'm great. I mean, I didn't get in the sport, to cherry pick who I'm fighting.
So I'm sure you guys watched the Jerry Perez and Jojo Diaz fight. Some people think Jojo still won. Obviously, would you be willing to fight Jerry, or does the resume not match what he did in the ring? Like, yeah, he did what he did, but like when people box record, you're not gonna be happy with what they box record, or yeah, you guys would take either one of those guys still, because I know you've always wanted JoJo, and he did re-sign.
Don't get me wrong, JoJo, he's a from what I see, he's a good dad, a good man. I like JoJo as a person, me personally, but he lost that fight. Like he lost that fight. The punch output wasn't there. The dude out threw him like twice. The 2 times amount as JoJo threw. And no, I mean I'll fight if they give me that Perez dude. I'll fight him. But JoJo was supposed to walk through him. To be honest, like I expected JoJo to.
Nah. You must ain't never watched Perez then. No way.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, the minute I seen that he was fighting Perez, I said, holy shit, he in a tough fight. Tough fight. That was a tough fight.
Just from my perspective, I've never seen Perez fight, so I didn't
know.
But
Okay.
I was hearing JoJo was supposed to just walk through him. But like I said, I feel like JoJo lost the fight. His punch output wasn't enough. It looked like a Marcito Hesta repeat.
Damn.
But that Perez was throwing though. That small dude was throwing.
Nah, he was. It was a good fight. He definitely did his thing.
Rocha at 47 too. So I mean, if Rocha didn't stop him, I didn't think JoJo was gonna stop him. But I just shot JoJo would like put on a dominant performance.
And Brian Norman, man, that kid went 10 with some decent punches. So I
knew.
He
went 10 with Brian Norman too?
Fuck yeah. I'm telling you, I knew he was going to give JoJo hell. I knew it. I didn't know he would beat JoJo.
Me either.
But I knew he was going to give him hell. I knew he was durable, man.
Yeah, I should have bet on him too.
I got a few questions from the people. First one is from D-Jack. He says, what up, champ? Do you plan on becoming undisputed at 135 before moving up? Keep up the good work. We love what you're doing.
I appreciate that. Yeah, my goal is to become undisputed. Unless like I hit like a crazy growth spurt where I just magically woke up like 160 or something. But as of right now, my main goal is to get all the belts at 35 and do the same thing up into 147.
I got Lowe's Nose Boxing on YouTube. He says, what's up, champ? Being that you are a young, hungry lion, calling out Shakur, who is more accomplished, how do you feel about Keyshawn calling for Tio, who like Shakur is more accomplished? And how do you see that fight going if it happens? Keyshawn versus Teofimo Lopez.
Well, big ups to Keyshawn for wanting to step up to the plate to fight Tio at 140. But like me and my dad said, the main goal is the big dog at 135. I mean, Shakur is his big brother, so I want to go after the person everybody's so-called not fighting. And as far as the resume stuff, I don't look at that because I've been in there in the ring with him. I spar with him. I spar with multiple different champions, so I know what I can do. And we wouldn't just be talking just to be talking. We're in this sport to have a legacy. We're not in it to, just duck and dodge people for money. Like we like fighting. So,
champ, why are you so confident? I mean, you were 17. Why are you so confident you could cut the ring off on Shakur now? Like we've seen that, he's faced Valdez and Herron and some good fighters, and they can't lock him in corners, man. He's slippery.
Who the hell is Valdez? Who the hell is Valdez and this other one?
Valdez is a multiple division champ, senior.
The Herron is cool. We ate with the brothers, so I ain't gonna shit on them like that. But they ain't nothing compared to my boys. Or due respect, they are not switch fighters, number one. So that cut off distance and angles. Stuff that Shakur can't get away from us, and he know he can. We know what we did to Shakur in spar. We know what we did to Haney. We know what we do to these champs. So
now don't
and we're not shitting on them, but they can't sit there and say they got the best on us. So all I'm saying, and he was 17 with bigger gloves. He way more experience, way more knockouts. This version, I guarantee you, Shakur cannot deal with, and Shakur know that. So
yeah, I feel like I got way better too. Of course, you improve when you
from 17 to 21.
I'm finna be 22 now, so I just been in the gym consistently, just working on what we gotta work on, and I just feel like I'm confident because I know what I can do. I know I put in the work. I feel like me personally, I'm probably one of the hardest workers in boxing today. And I just give my all to the sport. I've been giving my all to the sport since I was a kid. I didn't even have a childhood, so I'm not in this sport to just fight. The guys that they giving me now. I'm ready for
Like
the big step ups.
Now you said unless you have a crazy growth spurt, so it sounds like you feel you're making the weight comfortably. It's no issues, right?
Yeah, it's super comfortable. Like I usually come in like 34. Like I don't even be drained.
Cool,
I could make 130, but that's pushing it.
Yeah,
I ain't trying to.
Yeah, I mean, not unless they offering you something
Nah, they
something
gotta offer
good.
like 3 belts at 130 to go all the way down there.
So what's the plan? Have they given you guys a plan after Mr. Suero, or have they mentioned the plan for 2024? Like, what is the plan for Floyd Schofield?
Well, the plan that I set up for Floyd, because they don't really give us a plan, I have to make the plan. So the plan is to fight Zepeda by the end of the year, and then next year, early year, mid-year, fight Shakur. I asked Golden Boy, could we fight both of them this year? Because I believe he could wash both of them easy, and that would make a major statement. But Golden Boy, right now they reviewing that. So I'm looking for Zepeda at the end of the year. If he win this fight and we do our job, then Shakur.
Now, how do you get Cepeda to say yes? He's in an eliminator with Maxie Hughes, which means he'll be the mandatory to Lomachenko George Kambosos winner. How do you get him to look backwards?
It's not really backwards because we on the same side of the street, because it comes down to money. It don't come down to belt so much. Like, he's going to get this belt that he got to get, but after that, then he's going to be worrying about money after he become a champ. Because now these promoters got to pay 6 and 7 figures to these fighters once they win a belt. So they need to put them in with the best fighter that's going to put people in the seats. So I know we're going to get the fight with Zepeda, because for Golden Boy, they keep it all in-house. So I know that's going to happen, and I know we're going to beat him, and then we're going to unify with Shakur for that WBC title against the WBA and possibly the IBF if Zepeda get that. So it's all part of the plan to become the undisputed.
So this going to be left field because we've seen other fighters move up in weight, claim that they, or show that they're special. So you said you can make weight fine, but if there was an opportunity at a weight above, would that be something you'd let your son do?
Yeah, of course. After he win one of the belts at W135, we're gonna go get a belt at 140, and we're gonna defend both titles while he cleaning up getting undisputed.
But not before. You wouldn't let him do it before then. It would have to come 35 first.
No, what I said is once he win the title, 135, because he's right here about to get get a belt. Then we're gonna grab a belt at 140. We're gonna have our belts at 135. We might have 2 belts when we grab one at 140. And we're gonna defend both of them simultaneously while he becoming undisputed at 135.
Let me get both of your guys' individual thoughts on Subriel Matias. Obviously, he signed to the Zone. It is one division above. He's Puerto Rican. You got that Dominican background. That's a built-in rivalry. Again, I know it's a division above, but Tank did that. He started at 26. He moved to 30. He moved to 35. I mean, there's a lot of people that jump up for opportunities. What is your thoughts as a fighter with Subriel Matias? Have you ever sparred him? And do you think you could beat him if the time came for you to face him?
Look, I never sparred with him, but I take it. He has a belt. He's a champion. And if the fans want it, if I'm offered, I'm taking it. It's a title shot. You never pass up on a title shot. And if the fans want it, let's make it happen. I mean, like I said, I'm here to fight anybody. 135, 140, 147 if it got to be. I want legacy. I want people to remember me as not the guy who cherry picked all his fighters to make money. I want to know him for having all the best fights, making the best fights happen, giving the fans what they want. Because at the end of the day, money always gonna be here, no matter how you gonna make it, boxing or not. But giving the fans what they want to see and giving them great performances, that's all that really matters at the end of the day.
Forever. And my opinion is,
but he's a good fighter though. He's a good fighter.
We will beat the shit out of him. You already know.
He don't even know who that is.
I don't have to know who it is. We gonna beat the shit. If they want 35 and 140,
he said, I don't have to know who it is. You terrible.
I'm dead serious. What I need you to do, go ask Floyd Mayweather Sr. Show him a video of Kid Austin and him, and ask Floyd Mayweather Sr. how hard Kid Austin hit. He said, oh my God, he hit like a big midweight. Nobody taking them punches. So it ain't just my word. That man would not take those punches from Floyd. So no matter how gifted he is, he gonna get hit. And when we hit him, we gonna hit him. And we gonna break something, and he's not gonna stand there. So no matter who he is, tell him to give us the fight. You encourage that fight. Please, we'll take it.
You know he's at 140.
We'll go up to 140 and take it. I guarantee you. You get him to take the fight, we'll take it.
So listen, I mean, you have more of an ability to get that fight than you think. He just signed the Matchroom. It was rumored that he was going to fight Liam Paro in Puerto Rico, and now they're having difficulties finding him an opponent. Jermaine Ortiz is going to be, having a meeting with Matchroom and Golden Boy, and they're offering him that fight. Like, it's there if someone wants it. You would have to make the necessary phone calls, obviously, to see.
Not me. I wouldn't have to make that damn phone call. Nah, because he's not important to me. If he want to fight us, we'll step up to fight him. But he's not important in our program and our plan.
Look at it. If y'all want the fight, let's make the fight happen.
Right. It's that simple. You got more power because you got the people in the eyes. So understand, remember, you got a small city following you. So you got a lot of power to make people do a lot of things.
I mean, I wouldn't want to see, your son jump up to face that guy. That guy caught a body.
You don't believe that Floyd would beat him easy.
No,
that's what.
No, I just feel like this guy has a lot of seasoning, and he killed Maxim Davyshev in the ring and on Top Rank.
So he did his job. Our job is to go in there and kill somebody too. That's warriors. This is boxing. They in there to try to kill.
No, I know, but this guy is, So I would like to see Floyd get the same seasoning this guy's gotten before something like that. I just wanted to see how many fights he got. He got 20.
I'm about as far as when did he start boxing? How long
he started, he turned pro 2015, and he's got 20 fights, 20 KOs, 1 loss, though. He did lose once. He avenged it by knockout.
How many amateur fights do they tell? Like, when did he start? 5,
BoxRec only shows the tournaments.
Okay, because we've been doing this shit since Floyd was 2. So he's not seasoned to us. Trust me. He's not seasoned. We've been you already know, we've been in the ring with all the champions getting ready for their fights. He's not seasoned to us. He's only seasoned on his professional record. We put it in all the time in the ring with these champions, all of them. So
listen, I'm dying to see it, man. I'm dying to, I want you guys to. That's why I called Floyd. That's why I said Fortuna. You said it was disrespectful. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a former world champ.
I did
Fortuna is disrespectful.
That
JoJo is disrespectful. It's like y'all don't, and it's only because y'all don't truly believe in Kid yet. Like, people didn't believe in Ali when he was calling out Liston. They said Liston gonna get killed in there. That's because y'all haven't seen what I seen. When he do what he got to do to these guys, then the world gonna say this kid is the greatest boxer of all time, and then I can live that out. So I'm gonna keep talking to get in the ring with them. But Shakur is gonna be so easy for us. This guy at 140 will be easy for us, and anybody else right now that they put in this ring with this boy gonna be easy. Soup Tank up to get in the ring. That's the one who said I would never get in the ring with that kid. Soup Tank up to get in the ring.
What you mean he said he would never get in the ring with him?
He flat out said it. That was his word.
But what's the context?
The context is he seen Floyd sparring.
He was sparring with them Russians.
We was sparring them Russians, the Warrior Promotions. We was going through these guys. And we've been in camp with Tank twice. He see Floyd. He know who Floyd is. There's a reason that they made it where he don't get mandatories, and it's a reason everybody else ran. Like I told you 2 years ago they was going to do. I told you this exactly was going to happen, brother. Because I see how they feel when them punches crack
I
in
mean,
them. And
technically, only JoJo has avoided your son as of now.
only technically Devin Hall that's trying to go up two weight
Come
divisions.
on.
I had to run Devin run shirt in how many fights ago?
Yo.
We still want to fight Devin in his 170
But you
pounds.
never was in line to fight Devin. How can you say he ran from you?
Listen. Like I said, everybody say that line shit, but they're gonna have to face us. I told you that from day one. I know when people running. I know. I told you all.
So can we get Fortuna? That's a former world champ. That's another Dominican. We building the brand in DR.
Fortuna ain't gonna fight us. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
That's not true, man. I'm in contact with Fortuna. He ready to eat.
Tell him to send us a contract, and I didn't see a contract yet.
How he gonna send you a contract? You gotta send him one. He the one with a free agent, no promoter, no manager.
You know that's the switch up you do on me. When we was calling out Devin, you told me we had to give Devin the goddamn contract because we was the little guy chasing him. Now we the big guy. So stick to your word.
What? No, Mr. Schofield, listen. You're the one with the promoter and the network. So, like, this is how Bill used to do it, right? Remember, Gamboa wasn't with the Zone. Schofield Jr., I'll talk to you. Gamboa wasn't with the Zone. What did Bill do? Contact Gamboa, Louis DeCubas. He was still a PBC fighter. Say, yo, we could offer Gamboa to fight versus Devin. And brought it to Matchroom, and they made it on. You could do the same thing. You could be like, listen, I talked to Javier. He a former world champ. We ready for that step up.
I don't do that because I don't waste my time. I got too much shit ahead. But you got his number. You could call him, give him my number. If he got something to say how he wanted matched up, we could do that. But if
he can't say unless you speak Spanish, he can't tell you nothing.
Well, you translate for him. You put it on the show, then make a show about it.
I have already. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He ready. He just need y'all to tell him what's the terms and what's the date.
Call him right now. You set it up then.
I'm really trying to make this fight. I ain't trying to call him and do it social media. Like, he really want the fight.
I don't think you hear what I'm saying. And let me try. I'm going to try to phrase it because I don't know how to explain it to you. And this is just me. It's not ego. In this boxing world, I'm the god in this boxing world. That's where I'm at right now. And everybody told me I couldn't do what I'm doing. And this, even you, everybody. So right now, I don't got to bow to nobody.
He said, even you. I ain't never said you couldn't do nothing.
You did with the Devin thing the whole time. You said, oh, y'all not going to get this far doing this.
But you didn't. I was right. You're not going to get Devin, and you didn't.
You're not letting me finish, get to the point, so you can't hear me. So we did it our way, and look how far we got. When they said Golden Boy, why y'all going to Golden Boy? It ain't going to work. It's working. When they said all this, we got 4 commercials. We got everything. So we are big dogs right now. We don't need a Fortuna. So if Fortuna want to fight us, we will offer it, but he got to contact us. You got his number.
Mr. Schofield, I got to interject. What do you mean you don't need a former world champion on your son's resume?
What I'm saying is Oscar got more than enough that he could deal with us with former world champions. We don't need a...
JoJo been ducking y'all.
Listen,
he's the former world champ.
The bag is deep at Golden Boy. They can hire a world champion. We don't need Fortuna. We talking to Shakur right now about making a fight, even in our messages behind the scene. We don't need a Fortuna.
And he put a roadblock.
Listen what I'm saying. We talking to Zapata behind the scenes. We talking to Shakur. We talking to real champions that I'm in conversations with. I don't need a Fortuna. That's what you don't understand. I don't stop.
I'm just saying, we just trying to get a decent former world champ.
Listen, you didn't hear what I just said, sir, and that's the problem.
He said Fortuna.
No, what I'm saying is I'm already in talks with Shakur and these people about making fights. I don't need a Fortuna. I don't need to go backwards. I'm in talks right now with champions.
So are you saying today that your son will fight a Shakur or a Cepeda this year? It's only February. It's only February.
What I'm saying is I don't need a Fortuna. And if Fortuna want to fight, they could contact me. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, but
I'm not, and then we could be done with that thing. I don't have to go backwards to contact any of them. That's what I got a promoter for. Why would I have to do that what am I in business with a promoter for? That'd be crazy. What am I getting?
Because your promoter's not been getting your son the sexy names that we need.
My promoter been having us fight 4 times a year with checks consistent of more than these guys make that you telling us to fight. So how that makes sense business wise? And we in line to fight for a title in 2 fights. So how are you saying that ain't working? We the most active boxer right now in boxing, fighting 4 times a year for the last 2-3 years.
But you ain't fought a former world champ yet.
Fuck
Like
the
how
world
does that
champ.
not matter to
That's
you?
that's the because that's the problem. Y'all got an old style. This is y'all old style.
What's the old style, bro? What? Talk to me. Talk to me.
All right, the old style is y'all gotta fight old champions, to get recognition. Why you can't fight Ali didn't do that shit. Ali went in there and fought the real champ. What is wrong with this sucker type boxing that you gotta
But
fight
Floyd,
old washed up? Hold up. You gotta fight old washed up fighters. That's the old boxing that's fading the fuck out. The Abdullah Masons, the Floyd Schofields, the people out of this thing love fighting. Fuck a old champion, give us the new champion.
but the
That's
new
the
champions ain't fighting you. You just
okay.
said it. Devin didn't
But
fight you.
that's
You
your
just said it.
opinion.
Listen to me.
That's
No,
your opinion.
you said
That's
that.
your opinion.
No, you said that. You said Devin didn't fight
But
you.
listen,
No, you
that's your
gotta listen
opinion.
now. You gotta
Shakur
listen.
just
I
gave me
caught
his
him.
word. What are you talking about?
I just
Shakur gave
got
us
you.
his word he was gonna fight us. So what you're saying is fictitious.
No,
Shakur
Shakur gave
us
you
his
his
word.
word. He gave you his
Listen,
word.
Shakur,
If you beat Cepeda,
it
he'll
don't
fight
matter.
you.
He gave us his word. He will fight us. So a
If you
man
beat
word means something.
Cepeda. If you
Listen,
beat
a man,
Cepeda.
we gonna fight Zepeda regardless. Oscar told us. So the
Golden Boy
shit you
not
talking
giving you
about,
Cepeda, man.
the stuff you're talking don't make sense in our world because we know the truth of our world. So
All
the shit
right,
you're making up to the people don't
Floyd.
make sense.
Floyd,
Like
just
I
come on
said,
here.
we are
Just
in
come on
talks
here
with
and laugh
Shakur.
at me. I want you to come on here and laugh at me when they
While I
give you when they give you the Cepeda fight. No, I want you to be like, yo, I told you so. You said we wouldn't get it.
It wouldn't even be important to me to laugh at you, brother. That ain't. I'm just telling you, like I told you back then. Watch your old videos. That everything I say manifests. And then the next year, you're going to be looking at all this and it manifests. I know my business. I know what I'm talking to. And I know we don't need a Fortuna. And if Fortuna...
I want Junior. Give me Junior. Junior, tell this man you want to fight a former champ, man. Why he trying to keep you from the champs?
Look, how my input on it is, I get where both of y'all coming from, but my dad is saying we in talks with Shakur, Zepeda. Why are we gonna take a step backwards? But if they not giving us those fights right now,
but they are.
That's
the thing. They are.
I see what you're saying. But if they weren't gonna give us those fights, like say my next fight, if they wanted to give me Fortuna, we'll fight Fortuna. But
Thank you, champ. Thank you. See?
we're at the point where we don't have to call him out. He gotta come to us.
Right.
Cause I watched this fight with JoJo. That's a big step backwards. Cause we watched JoJo. So
yeah, but it's a common opponent with Ryan Garcia, Floyd.
I get what you're saying. It's a good name.
About it's a good name. Ranking. We already in the ranking.
Yeah,
though.
it's a good name and whatnot. But like I said,
rankings.
If they not giving us a pay to next, it'll be no problem on fighting Fortuna. But as of right now, that's not the main goal we looking at.
No, we looking as a pay for the end of the year, not next. So that don't mean
but
nothing.
yeah,
so,
if they throw
so next could be and look, to me it don't gotta be Fortuna. Just hear me out, Floyd. It don't gotta. I'm just saying though, any former world, like I'm still with JoJo. I'll take the JoJo fight. I'll still take it. You heard me.
They gotta reach out to us. We don't give a damn on going backwards.
He's saying
but if they reach out to us, we'll fight them. I'm saying you could call that dude, tell us what we want, what he want. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna go chasing him to fight him to give him money. That's crazy as shit. No,
I
hear you.
Pay
contact us, but Fortuna would be too easy. I don't like no fucking fights like that. That's just, I'm a fighter, brother.
Fortuna better than the Dominican you about to fight. Come on, Floyd. Come on.
And is that my fault that's who got selected next by Golden Boy? Fortuna should have been in line.
But that's exactly why I'm telling you to take the career by your hands. Golden Boy not doing you right. They not doing you right. They got you the wrong Dominican. They got you the wrong Dominican.
Yo,
come
I
on,
can't
man.
let you sit there. I can't let you sit there and talk about Golden Boy. Number one, he's number two in the Dominican Republic. So we ain't gonna disrespect the Dominican blood that he put.
But he ain't never been a champ.
It don't matter.
Javier is a champ.
Only 16 fights. He's an up and comer. We can't shit on him. He's an up and comer.
I'm not shitting on him. Don't do that. I'm not shitting on him. All I'm
And
saying,
he's number
I'm
2.
just showing you that Javier
Not,
is a better opponent. That's
no,
all.
no. What I'm saying is we're not gonna crap on this guy that we got next
It's
because he's an
hilarious.
up and
You
comer.
and I
He got a
always got
lot
to
of
get into
knockouts.
this. I love it, though.
No,
I love
because
that
it's
you
the
don't get mad
truth.
at me, though. I love that you never get mad enough not to come back. So I respect you, and I appreciate you that you
But
are
let's get
able to go back and forth and not get that upset. Listen, it's all good. I got hella questions for your son from the people, so we just going to move on. Ruin the 504, New Orleans. He says, how are you planning on waiting on Shakur? How are you planning on waiting on Shakur? That is the question.
I'm gonna just do what I gotta do till the fight happen. I mean, whoever they throw at me, I'm gonna fight until that fight gets in line, where I'm just, ready to fight Shakur. It's all just staying busy. You know.
James in Atlanta, now that you are the number 4 in the WBA, what does Oscar have planned next for you? Is it Justin Paulo or an Andy Cruz fight?
They gotta ask Oscar.
Yeah, they gotta ask Oscar that question. I ain't Oscar.
Would you take any of those two names, or you've never heard of them?
I would love to fight Andy Cruz actually to show what I would have did to Keyshawn.
Okay.
But yeah, like I said, I'm fighting anybody. Anybody y'all want, I'm gonna fight.
If the money right and they talk.
Yes, if it makes sense. But if whoever y'all want me to fight, whoever the fans want me to fight, I'll fight.
We got Treese in Toledo, Ohio. He says, would you fight my guy, Robert Easter? I also think that Nahir Albright is a good fight for you right now if you can't get a big name.
I don't know.
Your father get mad about everything.
No, I said no. We already been in the ring with Robert Easton Jr.
That's my guy.
He already posted up way back. Y'all better pay attention to this kid because he's the future. Robert Easton Jr. posted that. We was in the ring with Robert. Robert said, "Yo, you keep hitting me that motherfucking hard. We gonna get out this ring and get serious. You hit too fucking hard." That was out of his own words. So maybe he could tell you how hard Kid Austin hit, and if those guys would stand up.
We love you, Robert.
So he said, so is that y'all two friends to fight him? He's not active enough. What's the answer to Robert Easter in the fight with Floyd?
Robert retirement, right?
I thought he was back with Roy.
Robert is Floyd's big brother. He messaged Floyd and everything else. So he's not even talking about fighting. He's chilling.
One person I'm cool with in boxing is probably Robert.
Yeah.
He always been like a role model. Like that would be hard for me to get in there. But if I had to, it's my job.
Yeah, he wouldn't want to hurt Robert.
But it would have to come down to a good, like it got to be for a belt or something or some money.
And Robert,
like I said, Robert, I love you, but
Robert would have to need it. He would have to want to take the fight.
Yeah.
But what about Nahir Albright, that fighter that gave Keyshawn a good fight?
If he gave Keyshawn a good fight, he's garbage. We will wash him. We wash him. How you think somebody that lost to Keyshawn?
Nah, I ain't see that fight.
Yo.
If he lost to Keyshawn, hell no.
Oh my God. This is why I want my Javier Fortuna fight, because then I could be like, nah, Floyd talking his shit because his son backed it up.
Look,
this guy killing me. Your father said you killing everybody. That's like got to be some heavy pressure.
Look, so what I want you to do is, this is a favor for me. I want you to contact Javi, and I want you to have him contact my Instagram, my dad, or go to whoever you got to contact. Just get in contact with us. And if he wants to fight, I'll give y'all the fight.
Tell us how
much. That's coming from me, not my dad. I'll give y'all the fight.
And you can start
but again, he don't know English. Like, I'm literally translating for him.
I speak a little Spanish.
No, he know English. The guy interviewing us know English.
Nah, there's Google Translate.
No, fuck that.
There's Google Translate.
No, you setting up this fight so you could translate English, young man. You could get your little cutoff making the fight happen. Since you always want to be a matchmaker, we give you a position, make it happen. And
all right, so we're going to do a three-way. We're going to do a three-way.
All right, cool. That'll work. Spanish. All right, but he got to go. He got to run.
Yeah, I'm going to get a phone to my dad.
Nah, if you got to go, you got to go. I understand.
Next time, get us all on the thing. Let's set the fight up.
Let's set the fight up.
Let's do it. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Well, damn. Let me get Brian Norman on. That went a little longer than what I expected, but you know, it's always fun. At least I really do enjoy that about Floyd Sr. that he doesn't get upset. But man, can we get a former champ, right? I'm not asking for a lot. Like, I just want to see Schofield in there with someone that we can kind of get like a barometer and know that he's as good as his father is saying, right? Like, if you go in there and you blast a Fortuna or a JoJo, then okay, you know, he might be telling the truth about what he was saying and stuff like that. That's all I'm just trying to get like that one fight that, like, you know what I mean? That tells the story we need. But yes, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. It's going to help with the visibility of the show. We're trying to get Brian Norman Sr. on the line. Brian, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, boss?
All good, all good. How are you? Sorry,
I'm
that took a little longer than normal. You know, Floyd
yeah. No,
Sr.
I was watching. It was pretty. It was actually pretty entertaining.
So you heard him, right? They were surprised.
I heard.
He went 10 with Brian Norman Jr. I'm like, yeah, he went 10. That dude was tough, man. I knew.
Wait, no, I didn't hear that. Who you talking about? I was just listening to you in Schofield. Who you talking about?
Didn't you guys go 10 with what is it, like Paulino or something? Let me look it up. Let me look it up.
Oh, you mean a fight, a real fight?
The dude that JoJo just fought.
Oh, Perez. Yeah. You know, B had a hurt hand. That was right before he had hand surgery at that time.
Yeah, no, I was just saying that you know, I seen him go 10 with B, so I'm like,
Right.
or eight, so I'm like, you know, this is a durable kid, and I figured that
Absolutely.
JoJo would be in a tough fight, and the Schofields did not. They thought JoJo would walk through him, and that didn't happen. But
Right, absolutely.
thank you for joining us. Obviously, we had Michael Fox on the show, and you watched the episode. He wasn't disrespectful in any way.
No.
But he certainly wants that fight, right? I mean, he hasn't fought since 2022, so
right.
You know, we can't knock him trying to get the fight. But
absolutely,
watching the sparring, it is a difficult style. Like, that motherfucker tall, man. Is BoxRec telling the truth? How tall is B?
B 5'8".
Damn, it do say 5'8". I thought maybe it was not. He looks short. Even some of the sparring you sent me in Mustafa gym with the kid with the what do you have? Red gloves.
Right.
He did a lot of good inside fighting, holding B arm. Like,
so,
man, he looks short, man. I don't know.
Nah,
that's
B
a difficult style
5'8",
too.
but I'm glad you. I was gonna ask you, did you get a chance to take a look at? You know, I just heard the glimpses. I didn't want you to have glimpses. So what I always it's so many ways. Let me see. Let's go to Michael Fox first. First of all, him as a person, man, I think his father did a wonderful job about him as a person, as a kid, you know, coming up or whatever. I do understand the position that he in right now. Like you said, he haven't fought since 2022. I honestly, when you said his name, I did not know where that was going. You remember after the other fight, you brought up his name? I didn't know who he was.
Sure.
I had no clue.
Oh,
yeah, I had no, I didn't know who he was. I had no clue who he was. But then you said Southpaw, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So when you said Southpaw, that's what made me say, oh, no, I need to look clean. Remember?
Yep.
So, man, it was a whole big old thing, and he went back and remixed some shit they talking about. I turned into a DJ, and it was just all fucking crazy, man. I didn't know what was going on, right? So, of course, I'm very passionate about my son and about what he's capable of doing and everything else. So, I like to get straight now.
I think that's a normal, because we just had Senior on. I think the fathers are just, you know, it's your son,
Absolutely.
man. It's just your
I
son.
heard him. Yeah, that was very amusing. That was very entertaining. That interview was very entertaining. But yes, absolutely. That's just how we feel about our sons, and we know more than anybody. And I think that's what, you know, I was reading the comments and how they giving the Pops was tripping on some of it. He was tripping on some of it, but as a whole, look, you got to think about this is his seed. This is somebody he raised and bred. He's seen everything. He's seen the ins and outs. He's seen them in there with the good with the these world champions he might have sparred and everything else. So he knows what he's capable of doing if he can reach his full potential. So that's all. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't hold nothing against all the stuff he was talking. Like I said, he was talking crazy a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't hold that against him, but that's why us fathers are like that, because we see everything and we know what these kids are capable of doing. We just need them to do it at the right time and get the right opposition, whatever else. You know what I'm saying? So now back to Michael Fox real quick. So I heard what he said. That's why I called you when I hit you, and I was like, when you sent me the video and I listened to it immediately. First of all, you watched the sparring. That's not nothing. Two things. That's not nothing I would want to be on TV. That's not nothing I would want to see on TV. That's not nothing I will fucking pay to see on TV. Now, number two, behind that, you saw B. I look at the fighter himself. You saw B in the other sparring sessions I showed you. It wasn't the same person. And it's not because Michael Fox was doing stuff to hinder him or stop him. He wasn't giving him these slick ass shots or nothing. He was basic and awkward. You know what I'm saying? He's good for what he does. He's a tall 6'4" southpaw boxer that knows how to box and knows how to move. So it's just an awkward position. So I'm looking at B from a standpoint of, bro, you're not doing what the fuck you need to be doing. You're not moving. You're not throwing combinations. You're not in and out. You know what I'm saying? You're not using your feet, which you saw him doing on some of what I showed you, correct?
Yep.
You saw him. But when you look at the Michael Fox video, him not doing that, I'm going to be disappointed regardless. I'm going to be disappointed because if you don't, I don't care how good you do, if you're not doing what I know you're capable of doing and what you need to do, especially with this tall fighter, then I'm disappointed regardless. You get what I'm saying? On the Michael Fox end, that's definitely not something that his performance is definitely not nothing to brag about. Of course, my son's is nothing to brag about. That's why in the end, I was like, it was good work, because that's just the most respectable thing to say. It's good work. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? But he was like, I saw the video. He was like, he felt like he got the best of him. If you want to see the last few rounds or whatever else after the situation, what I'm sure you saw happen. But other than that, bro, I didn't see nothing. There was no there. You know what I mean? There was no there. There was nothing. It was uneventful for me to say that I would need to see this and I would like to see this or whatever the case may be. Because if I can get him, which I know I can't get my son to turn up like he turns up, he'll beat him easily. And I don't have a question about that.
That would be like if you could get him to fight the way you had him sparring in Boots Gym.
Yes.
Where you're
Then
yelling,
yeah.
like show him what a 10-8 round is. Show him what a 10.
All of that.
if you could get him to fight Michael like that, then it's worth putting on TV. But if you cannot,
absolutely,
it will make y'all look bad.
Exactly. So you know what I mean, and as you see, when you seen him in that gym, he was listening to me. He was doing what I said do. We was on the same playing note. But he a kid. He going to his own way, and just like the last fight with Quentin Randall, we have our disconnections sometimes. And I guess that's part of the game, and it's part of something that happens. And with me and Michael, with him and Michael Fox, we was disconnected. You can hear me screaming everything. He didn't do anything I said do. He didn't do nothing I said do.
But Fox did say that he felt he didn't smother himself the way that he did in the Quentin Randall fight. So obviously there were some improvements.
Yes, sir. We've been working on that big time. We've been working on that heavily. So I'm so glad. Again, he didn't get beat up by Fox by nobody fucking measure. He didn't get beat up by Fox at all. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I would ask you publicly, do you think Fox beat him up?
No, it's like you said, it was good work.
Right. So, and I'm just saying it because I hate when people put narratives out there where you got to wonder, oh man, then the word get out and people start saying shit like.
Because again, it wasn't. I got Fox on because someone sent me a fucking 8-second clip, and I'm like, man,
bullshit. Right.
I'm like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with an 8-second clip? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I sent you the whole thing, because the only two people that was in there recording, and again, Let me put this out there first of all. This ain't no shots at nobody. Ain't no beef. Ain't no, we pulled up. We pulled up because we about that work. We want to be the best. We want to spar the best, fight the best. I'm glad these new guys are coming up with this attitude or whatever. That's what we want. We're not looking to duck anybody. We're not looking for any of that. So, if it's not a smart decision to fight a guy that has the 4 losses and hasn't fought in 2 years, it's a step backwards. And that was the whole thing I was trying to explain to Michael Fox, which was told to me because, of course, the Quentin Randall fight was actually made on social media. That's how that fight got made in the first place. So the Michael Fox, they told me after the Quentin Randall fight, don't do that shit no more. That's what they told me exactly. Don't do that shit no more. So I was like, you know what? This is a business. I understand it. I'm gonna put my emotions to the side because I'm about to work with anybody. Anybody say anything or whatever else, and you in the weight class, close to the weight class, around the weight class, shit, let's get that work. I don't care if you fucking go live. I don't care if you record. I don't care if you send it out. I don't like when people send, like you just said, 8-second clips and shit. When you do the 8-second clip shit, that's that bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So when I got a message from you earlier, I knew that something had gotten out there. And then I knew somebody else actually said something to me too. They was like, yeah, I heard it was pretty rough or some shit they said. And I was like, it wasn't nobody in there but me. It was me, B, his father, his brother. No, his brother came in after. His brother didn't even see it. His father, him, and another fighter. Those are the only ones that was in there. So the only 2 with cameras was me and his daddy. So if the footage got out, whether it's 8 seconds, 10 seconds, whatever they trying to do, then there was some bullshit that was put out by them. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was on purpose or not on purpose, I'm a person that's about transparency. Like, put the whole damn thing out. Don't put fucking 8 seconds. You know what I'm saying? I sent you the whole thing, right?
Multiple. You sent me the whole thing.
I'm gonna send you the whole thing, start to finish, so you can look for yourself, gauge for yourself, see what's going on. You can see the energy that B had.
You didn't only send me that though. Let's be clear. You didn't only send me the file. You sent me like a few Google Drives of multiple different
let all that because I wanted you to see something. Let that ride. Don't say nothing about all that. But I was doing that to let you see what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the fighter that I have. You get what I'm saying? I'm looking for the fighter that I know I have. I'm looking for the fighter that I train. I'm looking for the person that when I speak, he reacts to what we say, and we a team, and we connected in that sense. And that's what I was looking for in Quentin Randall's fight. And if I had had that in Quentin Randall fight, shit, he could have watched him too. But it just, it didn't work that way. Like I said, he's young, you know what I'm saying? He's still, it's still an experience, and it's all good. But again, just like with the father-son dynamics, we know everything. We know everything about our sons. We see it. We see it day in, day out. Y'all only see, the public only sees, fucking 24 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever of that person, 2-3 times a year. You know what I'm saying? We see it like all the time. But again, no disrespect to Fox or whatever the case may be, but no, the sparring session didn't go typically in his favor. If you want to call that a bar, I don't even call that a bar I want to see. You know what I mean? I told him in the DMs, he did not lie about one thing about the way it happened. He was telling me I was in his DMs. It got a little ugly for a minute, and I just had to let him know, nah, bro, it ain't like that. I don't want no smoke like that. I'm just about, you know what I'm saying? You say you want that work, and I'm about trying to make that work happen. And I tried to make the work happen. I brought his name up to be manager and so on and so on. It was like, that doesn't make sense. He's a step backwards. You know what I'm saying? For what we're trying to do, it just don't make sense. You know what I mean? And even with the sparring session, what it had, I'm looking at it like, even if B was the person like you saw in the other clips, even if he was that person, he beat Michael Fox, what did he really achieve? And again, that's no disrespect to Fox, because I think he beat Maestro. I think it's a good fighter in his own right for what he does. But I don't think it's a super fight that needs to be fucking, we want to step up. We just want to step up. We want to step as far high as we can go. So if I can tell them take 2 steps in one, then that's what we want to do. I don't want to just step one step at a time. And I just don't think that Michael Fox at that time would be a step up. So when they told me that, then I couldn't do nothing but agree. You know what I'm saying? But, again, like I said, nothing but respect to him, his father, and what he's trying to do. And I think that he's a dangerous opponent for anybody, not dangerous as far, get you knocked out, but I think he's a dangerous opponent for making you look bad. But I think on his way, it would kind of be hard. What's that guy named Marquise?
Marquise Taylor?
Something. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Get
one that.
robbed.
Yeah, the one. Yeah. He's the one that beat Yoelvis Gomez, sent him into retirement. We haven't heard from Gomez since.
And then he fought somebody else and got robbed. Did he not get robbed last time?
Before that, he got robbed. I want to say to Paul Crow, right? He should have got the win
So
over Paul Crow.
exactly. So when I think of Michael Fox, I think of somebody like that. It's a good fighter, good solid fighter. He can beat these guys, but he's not to a major promotion, and it's not going to be enough where they're going to give him a fair shot. You get what I'm saying? They're not going to give him a fair shot. So
Totally.
it's like, and it's not, it's just not a good. He in between a rock and hard place. Period. You know, like I said, good solid fighter. You know, yes, he can beat some of these guys, whatever the case may be, but even if you put that fight what you saw on TV, I would want to see it. You know what I'm saying? If the only way out, and if that was his best, if that was Michael Fox's best, which I don't know if it was, it looked like he had high energy and he thought it was really working. You know what I'm saying? And you see my boy when he really working. You seen the contrast between the two. So if you know what I'm saying, if you take my boy and put it that way, then I don't think it's gonna go his way anyway. So you take it as the flat ass B that was in the ring with him, or you take the other B, which I showed you, and either way it go, I don't think it's going to work out well for him, because even that flat ass B gave him, you know, enough work to to get a win out, especially if it's on his promotion. If it's on his promotion, on his promotion on Top Rank or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, you got to go out there. I mean, here he beat Maestro, and look what happened to him. He beat that man.
Yeah.
I watched that fight. He sent me that fight. That's my first time ever seeing him fight was Maestro. He sent me when I was in his DMs. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I never seen you fight. So he sent me the clip of him fighting Maestro. Like, damn, boy, pretty solid, pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to spar him too. So I'm like, well, shit, that's a different look. That's a different angle. Let's go get that work. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to duck shit. We ain't trying to run from shit. We just want to work, man. We just want the best work and try to get as many looks as we can get. And that's it. Just like I said, just climb the
Now,
ladder.
how does that work though? Because you're training for an orthodox fighter.
Yeah. No, that was personal. That was personal because of what he did. It was personal because of what he did. It was meant to be a pit stop. We went up there to spar Jaleel Hackett. We needed to spar Jaleel Hackett because who we fighting? The Nelson Boca Chica.
Yeah, Boca Chica.
All right, so Boca Chica like to fight, right?
Yep.
But Boca Chica ain't got nothing when it comes to the pressure of Jaleel Hackett. So we was like, I don't make no secret out of this. Jaleel Hackett and Boots Ennis are probably, and he's been in there with a lot of people. They're probably the most telling best work in their own rights that he's ever had. With Jaleel, it was Jaleel first. With Jaleel, it was because of he's like a fucking workhorse, and like you better work. You know what I'm saying? He coming to work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not more of a skill set type thing, but it's just your ass better be ready to work. He's a workhorse. You know what I'm saying? So you better be ready. You better be in shape. You know what I'm saying? When you in there with Jaleel Hackett. With Boots, it was more of a skillful type thing. You know what I mean? So we took both of those, and when we went there, Jaleel helped us because it made us take it to another level of training. So now, like, my boy out trained any fucking body. I know he told you about how far he run and everything else. Like, he goes, bro. He really does work. He works really hard. So he out trained, and that was thanks to Jaleel, and it was thanks to Boots, because like he was running with Boots, and he seen how Boots run, and he seen that it was just a different level. So B made it a point to take it even higher than what even where Boots was running and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if that was on purpose, but I know that's what he did. I know that's what he did after coming back from being up there with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Because you see what they're doing, and you see how they're working, and you see where they at with it. So, okay, well, shit, I can only do good if I do more. So, and that's what he's been doing. So, again, we went up there with Jaleel Hackett. We just did Michael Fox as a pit stop because he was literally around the fucking corner. So I was like, we'll just knock out two birds with one stone. We'll go spar Fox. Monday, and then we'll go spar Jaleel the rest of the week. But we had a situation Monday, and we just had to leave Tuesday. We left Wednesday, so we didn't get to spar with Jaleel. But we good. We ready to go.
So this is going to be your son's second 10-rounder. And
Yes,
this
sir.
guy has gone the distance in his last 4 fights. Have gone the
Yes, sir.
distance, so he's proven to be durable. He's fought some good opposition too. Obviously, because your son, when he got signed to Top Rank, he got signed with all these knockouts. So the question is always going to be,
Right.
is he expecting a knockout? Is he looking for a knockout? We're still trying to wait to see, is that power real, so to speak.
The power is definitely real. I don't think anybody would tell you the power isn't real. I don't think anybody he's been in the ring with would tell you the power isn't real. He just got to put it in the right place at the right time, and he got to press it. Pressure, pressure busts pipes, and I think he has a tendency, like like you said about either with the smothering, it's too close. Either way it go, you're relieving pressure because you're not putting real pressure on him. You know what I'm saying? But I think he'll get him out of there. I got a plan. As long as we're on the same page, he'll get him out of there. I think he would have goddamn quitting out of there if he would have listened to what I said, and that's where you got figure it out from. And just by the way, that's my new name, Mr. Figure It Out. So I'm gonna take that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say, what do you think it is that causes you guys not to be on the same page? Because obviously you've been training him his whole career.
Man, it started when he was about 20. He in and out sometime. I don't know. I asked him. And his answer is what I just said. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I will say I don't know. I don't know what it is. But we man, I can show you. I can show you videos, man. I call some man, he'll do that shit and he be on. You know what I'm saying? He'll do this and he be on. Because, of course, the eyes outside the ring is all you fucking need. So, because we know the talent, we know what you're capable of doing, we know how fast you are, we know what you can get off. So, if I call the shot, whether you see it or not, he throw the shot and boom, boom, it's there. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he did wonderful as far as listening to me after, as far as in the gym, listening to me after quitting around the fight. We didn't have no issues sparring. We had no issues anywhere. We didn't run into that issue until Michael Fox. And from the start, he didn't listen to me. From the start, he didn't do what I said. So I was like, damn, bro, how the fuck we get back here? You know what I'm saying?
So do you think it's a thing that when he and the fighter have a personal back and forth, that it blocks you out because he's on vengeance or damaging or hurting the guy he's in front of?
He had no vengeance with Michael Fox, whether he had never spoke with Michael Fox. He had no problem with Michael Fox. None. You didn't see that? He wasn't worried.
I mean, I don't know if he heard what Michael might have said or
Nah,
knew
he
what
wasn't. Well, I'm
was
telling you,
going
he
on
never.
with you.
That was all me. That had nothing to do with him. He didn't care one way or the other. He did not care. He didn't care one way or the other. He just I told him, I said, B, I need you to do this. This matter of fact, this is when I first seen the clip of him doing it, before I looked at Michael Fox, before I even reached out to Michael Fox. I reached out to B. I said, B, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to kick this dude ass. He was like, who? I said, Michael Fox. He was like, all right. That's how it went. He don't care. He just, he there to work, man. He there to fight. And I like that and respect that. Like I was listening to Floyd I respect that about the new generation coming up, as opposed to that last one with these old heads with this bullshit about protecting their O's and ducking and choosing and picking and fight. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a dangerous situation and they make it about business and everything else, but I love that to hear that these fighters coming up, because I know we the same way. We don't care about who we fight. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about that. So I'm glad the next generation seems to not be looking to duck motherfuckers and cherry pick and everything else. I don't know what that's about, man. We about trying to get to the best, man. We about trying to achieve greatness. Of course, he ain't but 23 years old, just turned 23. He got a lot of time in the game. He got a lot of time to go, hopefully, God willing, or whatever the case may be. So we're just trying to get as best we can and try to make a dent and make a legacy for itself. That's it.
Well, it's definitely a statement if you could get a stoppage over Boca Chica, because he's been in with decent names that weren't able to stop him. I mean, Alberto Palmeda, we know he's a good fighter, and he could not
Romanville.
stop him. Roman Villa, another good fighter. Sanard Bunch, another good fighter that we're not able to get stoppages. So certainly it would send a message, but even 10 rounds with this kid outboxing him would show, your son's medal, man. We do want to thank you for coming on. If you got anything else you want to, put out there before we end it, please do. If not, give out B's social media and I guess your own if you are into that.
Yeah, let me say this because I was reading the comments about dads and shit like that or whatever. Y'all, if unless you got a kid that you molded and spent the time that we spend with our kids, you wouldn't understand. You know what I mean? I don't think these people understand the time and the energy and the sacrifices that we make for our kids. That's why we think so highly of them. And then when they achieve what we set out to achieve, set out for them to achieve, you know what I'm saying? It's all in love. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
All right. I said it's all in love. You know what I mean? It's not. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody trying to. Like seen one guy talking about Floyd Schofield worried about the money. Man, that is not what it's about, bro. It's not. It's not about that, man. We just trying to see our kids do great, man, and it makes us great by helping them do great. That's all we trying to do, man. But my son's social media is official B.Norman. I'm not sure what his Twitter is, but Brian Norman Jr. is his name or whatever, man. Check him out March 2nd, ESPN Plus, Janelson Boca Chica. We coming. We would love to get Santillion. We would love to get Rocha. We would love to get anybody that Golden Boy or Top Rank has to offer. And, I don't want to look past
Wait,
Boca
why
Chica.
Golden Boy? Why Golden Boy is allowed
You
to
didn't hear
be
what I said
chosen?
first? You didn't hear what I said first? I said Golden Boy first, and then I said Top Rank. I said Golden Boy because Top Rank only has we already
Still,
look. Top rank
y'all only
only
got Stantillion.
they only got Santillion, and I don't think that's gonna happen. So I was like, well, damn. So we're trying to look at damn, what do they do? And I know they do good business with I know
Golden Boy.
they quick to do business with Golden Boy. So I'm like,
Wow, so
damn,
you
I like
ready for
Roach.
Rocha? You think he ready for Rocha?
Absolutely,
I like
absolutely. I
that
would love
fight.
that Rocha fight. I would love that fight. I would love the Rocha fight. So yeah, somebody
And
like
you don't
Rocha
think, I
because
mean, we
Rocha
talked about this before. You don't think the Blair to Flair fight should be first? That's a guy Rocha beat. And he's a
for me.
puncher.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I wasn't even fucking Blair don't even count. Blair is like on the level of I mean, Blair is. Didn't he lose? What's his
He
record now? Didn't
he
he
lost.
lose?
He only lost that one time to Rocha, but he beat Maurice Hooker, and then he got released from Golden Boy. I'm just saying, Rocha. That's
Is
another
he
big
active?
step.
Is he active?
Not Blair, not Blair, not Blair. He got like 2 years off.
Yeah.
I talked to him the other day. He talking about he's still trying to get a team together. I don't know what that means.
Yeah. I ain't got time for that. I like Roach fight though.
I hear you.
I mean, nobody got time for that. You want something. You want somebody active. You want somebody that's that people know. You want a notable name that people know. That Blair is a name that people know
So
or whatever.
Rocha's
But
been
then
has Rocha been is that something y'all talked about? Or is that something you just
No.
throwing out there?
That's me and my son. Me and my son
Okay.
talked about Rocha. We talked about Santillion. Of course, he wants Santillion ASAP, but we didn't even we know Golden Boy not even going. Not Golden Boy. We know Top Rank not going to do that. So it don't matter. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he in
But
line. He in line for a title. They want him to bring
absolutely,
that vacant
absolutely, yeah.
home.
We gonna
But that
we
sets
know
you
you know.
guys up perfectly. Once he bring that vacant home, you guys got a hometown WBO fight.
Absolutely. So I mean, we looking at it like we just gonna play our part, man, and wherever get in where we fit in. We gonna beat whoever they put in front of us. If they offer it to us, and whichever one is the highest or has the highest reward. I don't care about the risk right now because I think he's ready for it. But whoever has the highest reward, I mean, I think we're ready for it. Period. That's it.
All right, Coach, well, man, we appreciate you. Thank you as always for
All right, I
pulling up.
appreciate you too, man.
All
Okay,
right,
man. I'll see you, man. All
all
right.
right.
All right.
There you have it, Coach Brian Norman Sr. Phone lines are still open. Tim Boski Counterpunch. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do so. Help me get to that goal of 190,000 subscribers. Right now, we're on 189,521. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead do so. Tim Boski. Ooh, ooh.
Yo.
What up,
Yo.
Rain Walt?
Ooh, 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 ooh. And I'm giving another one for Floyd Schofield and his dad. Ooh, ooh. That's what I'm talking about, man. Nesla, Ringwalt, wherever you are, worldwide Ringwalt. Floyd Schofield and his dad, and Brian Norman Jr. Sr. You know what I'm saying to you? This is what we're talking about. Listen, Ness. This is what we need in boxing. Whether you agree with it or not, whether you like what he's saying or you agree or disagree, because I do disagree with some of his points, but it's the fact that he's doing the right thing in putting his son in line to get the facts that we want to see. Floyd Schofield is talking that throwback shit. It's as simple as that. You want to talk about, and this is another point before I escalate down even further. Pause. Everyone wants to talk about Boots Ennis, for example, and Dirk. Rare breed. I know you're listening. I know you are. Keep listening, because you don't call in to back your boy Boots. So what everyone wants to talk about how great he is, how good he is, this and that. That guy ain't fought nobody. And we don't hear Bosley talking not a lick about his son, about being this and that, how Floyd Schofield's dad's talking about. If he believes in his son like that, then that's good. That's great. I want to see it. Cool. You want to see him in there as a former world champion? Okay, that's why I said I understand your point. I understand your point from that perspective, but it's the fact that his dad knows more than we do when it comes to his son being a dynamite, electrifying fighter. Because I believe, you hear what he said? He said he wants to fight anybody, man. He wants to fight them, man. He wants to fight them. He doesn't want to fight these ranked number 25 guys and this and that. I don't know why Oscar De La Hoya is giving him these guys. I have no idea. Maybe he knows something that we don't know. But this is what I'm talking about, man. We want to see him in there with those guys. Keyshawn Davis. Get that guy in there, man. Give us Joe.
Tim Boski. Tim Boski.
Joe, legendary fights.
Where
This
you
is
been
what we
at,
want,
bro?
man.
What happened, bro? You dipped out on us.
Oh, what? I dipped out.
You dipped out. What up, though?
Oh, where did I go, man? Where was I, man? Please, man. Where was I, man?
I don't even know, champ. You dipped out, man.
Please, cool, man. Please, man, let me run something, man. Please, man, because I like talking the truth to these people, man. They need to understand what type of caliber fighter that this man is talking to his son to be. He's talking of it. This is what I like. We need guys like him in the sport. We need the way he's marketing his son is the correct way to get the fights, man. It doesn't even matter if he's wrong or he's right. We're gonna see once his son gets in the ring. I understand that you have other, you get me, you have other like perspectives. You get me. I understand you want to see him in there with someone credible that we want, that we know, and even the casuals know. I understand. That's cool, but he's talking that shit, that tough shit that we need, man. We talking that tough shit that we need, man. Like I said before, if you lot heard it again, I'm gonna say it again. Rare breed, you talk all this shit about someone of an example of Boots Ennis. It's the same predicament, but Bozy don't do what his dad does. His dad's talking that shit that we want to hear, man. Throwback shit. He's talking. He said, "Bring on all the competitors. Bring on. We want champions." Okay, cool. You don't think that he can beat Shakur? He said he'll do more than Edwin De Los Santos did. Okay, we're gonna hold his word to it. Cool. He's gonna get rid of his next opponent, and we want to see him in there with a top 5 guy. We want to hear no excuses, man. These dads, they believe in their son. Ness, I'm not sure if you have any kids, you know what I'm saying to you, but if you had a son that was at a high caliber level, you would be doing the same thing. Same as me. I'll be doing the exact same thing. Same as everyone else that's a dad in the chat or wherever else. You understand what I'm saying to you? We want to put these guys in positions to give us the facts that we want, man. This guy said, give us everyone. Give us everybody. Can we get that? Can we get that? Please, can we get that?
Hopefully.
Is that all right? Can we get that, please? Because I believe in this guy. Whether you lot want to agree or not, I believe in him. He said he will do stuff. He said he will flick pain, break faces, bones. This is what we want to see. Okay, cool. I want to see his boxing skills. Even though, oh yeah, and the people that the guys that have the less say the less skilled guys, like O'Connor Ben, a Floyd Schofield. Oh, these are the guys that want to send in contract. They want to fight. They want to fight, man. So you're talking all that shit. Oh,
You got that crazy net. Alrighty then. Fuck, I'm trying to find my boy James Benitez. What up?
Yo, Ness, you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yo, Ness, man. I don't know what's gotten into you, man. Like, I can't believe you allowed all that capping that was going on, man. From goddamn Schofield Senior, man. Nigga said what? He said they're gonna be fighting for a title this year. Then he was talking about a regular belt. I mean, I thought the regular belt didn't exist no more. Then he was like, nah. That's can't get any details about that. So Timboski's saying that he's trying to build up Floyd to be a real old school fighter, big time champion, whatever. To me, it sounds like, man, that he's really trying to go for like a third tier belt, because if this world fight is for some kind of belt, for intercontinental or some shit like that, that's about the only belt he can actually get this year, which is egregious. Cause Swirl, he lost his last 10-round fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, you look at Swirl's resume and shit. Think from his wins and losses for his opponents. Think, man, his opponents got over like 70 something, 80 losses or something combined. Like, bruh, this motherfucker ain't really all that good. And they talking about number two in the DR. Man, that don't mean shit. I see why when I said that, hey man, he should fight Andy Cruz a couple of weeks ago. You had Schofield in protective custody, because you don't believe that he's ready for an Andy Cruz level fight, but they trying to really just misdirect us and believe that Swirl's a good fight. I don't think the kid's ready, man. He's nowhere near ready for Shakur. You know, he's going to have to fight those names, like I said in my question. Justin Paul will make us believe. Being the Andy Cruz will make us believe a little bit more that he may be ready for the upper echelon competition. Now on the Muratalla, man, I mean, he ain't going to fight Shakur either, man. He's going to switch over to the WBO and probably get a Santillan fight or some shit like that or whatever. Or whoever the fuck's in the WBO over there. He's gonna move over. I mean, not Santillan, but he's going to move out the way of Shakur and go for one of those other belts. He ain't going to fight Shakur either. I doubt it, because Robert Garcia said, Shakur is a boring fighter, not entertaining, and they're not interested in that fight in a post a couple weeks ago.
I mean, the last tweet said they waiting on the call from Top Rank, player.
Man, you believe that shit? What do you believe more? You believe that that he's going to find another way? Because though I really believe Keyshawn would get a Muratalla fight, because based on how the rankings are,
he called them out too.
Yeah, I believe that. I don't believe that Muratalla is going in there straight with Shakur. I believe that will be an interesting fight. At least Keyshawn likes contact. At least Shakur don't like no contact, man. And he gonna outbox the fuck out of all them guys, man. But one thing I did notice though, how soon is Floyd Schofield Jr. gonna move on up?
What you mean, how soon?
Didn't he say after he gets this title? Didn't he say they're gonna move it to 140? Or did I?
I mean, they just made it seem like after he get the title, they'd be willing to move up. Not that is a specific plan
after
to move up.
Okay, so after they get the title, after they get this third tier title, they moving up.
No, like a real belt at 35. Like when they get that real belt at 35. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Get the fuck out of here.
Hey yo, you heard them call out Matias. If Matias wanted, tell him send a contract, and then that's how we call the bluff.
Get the fuck out of here. Ness, you was giving him so many precautionary warnings about fighting Matias. You like, man, he killed the nigga.
All they gotta do is say, yo, we do need an opponent in Puerto Rico, and my Dominican brethren is there. He's there.
Bruh, no shot. And I thought you was talking shit about us trying to have Puerto Rican on Puerto Rican violence and shit like that, man. Let's stop all Hispanic violence altogether, man. He ain't ready for no fucking Matias, man. Like, bruh, he's struggled in a couple of his lower tier fights already. You think he really has the skills able to actually survive 4 rounds, 5 rounds for Matias, unless he's going to be hella fleet-footed. I mean, I know you can't say it because they still listen to the show. So I'll holler at you off air or something sometime.
I
My
like
nigga
that.
Ness,
I
you
like
get
the
the fuck outta
Schofield
here.
Matias fight because of Schofield's athleticism.
Okay.
You know, he ain't gonna be in front of Matias. I mean, he could get caught with some shit, but you know how it is.
My nigga Ness, man, you should just do a quick poll over under 5 rounds and shit for the community, man. The community definitely will not believe he lasts more than 5 rounds for goddamn Matias. I can almost guarantee that, man. Let's see him just get through some of these B-level fighters at 135 first before we start giving them bigger dreams of fighting the goddamn 140 fighter. I mean, bruh, let's be honest, man. I don't even think he could beat the Cambosis at 135, man. So let's be for real. I think Schofield Jr. got a lot of work to do. He's very promising because of his age, but it's premature to even say that he's ready for those types of fights, even a Tank fight right now. Like, bruh, man, I don't want to see Tank hurt that boy. Not at this age. I hope whatever Golden Boy has planned for Kid Schofield, I hope it intends on them waiting out Tank. That's all I hope it does. I hope that's the plan, because just stay in position until Tank figure out moving up or whatever the fuck he's gonna do. Because they can't beat that nigga right now until they get some more kinks fixed in their armor. Other than that, Ness, man, another good show as always, man. Shout out to the community. Shout out to you, man. But, man, it was a lot of cap there, bro. You know damn well he ain't fighting for no fucking real belt this year. That's bullshit. Oh, yeah, last thing before I go. Hey, man, Ness, man, doesn't Shakur talk shit to everybody in Twitter or in DMs and shit like that or whatever? So you really believe they really making a fight with Shakur? Or you believe that's cap too? I'll leave on that.
Is who making a fight with Shakur?
Schofield. Since you're saying that Golden Boy doing such a great job.
He said he got something. He said he working with something with Shakur behind the scenes, and you know Shakur do got his contract is up after one fight, so you know they might not be lying.
Oh.
You know you ain't playing checkers. I mean you ain't playing chess. They might be playing chess. Like yeah, Shakur about to be out.
Okay.
Let's plan that fight. Let's have Oscar set it up.
So let's really play chess, since they say Golden Boy has such a big bag. You see Shakur signing with Golden Boy and being the third African American on their roster. You really think Golden Boy's going to diversify that to possibly give him a fight?
I mean, Golden Boy got Ryan. Golden Boy got Ryan to offer him. So
after two big losses,
what
you know
mean?
he's gonna have to wait on that Ryan fight.
I mean, yeah. In the meantime, you're gonna be fighting this guy, Schofield and Cepeda.
Okay, so I guess this is my new last question. You think Golden Boy's the right?
You think what?
Do you think Golden Boy be the right move for Shakur?
Yeah, I mean, they got a few Mexicans over there to give him the green print, right? He could move up to 40. There's some action there. A couple Mexicans there. He got Schofield there. He got Ryan over there. Devin on that side of the street with Golden Boy, so to speak.
It makes the most sense.
I mean, with Golden Boy. He fucking with Matchroom, excuse me.
Well, Matchroom Golden Boy makes the most sense. Especially if they can match his
I don't think they matching that shit. They ain't matching that shit. But we'll see what happens, though.
I mean, my nigga, man. You know you got to do, if you want to get a star like Shakur, you got to do that shit.
Yeah, I don't know about all that, but I'll see. We'll see.
All right, anyways, man. I'll holler at you on the next one, Ness. Peace.
You got it. Damn, I feel awful, man. I had another interview scheduled ahead of all these guys, and I totally forgot. My man Alex Getcha. That's with MVP. Oh, shit. Fox, what up? I see you. Norman kept it civil. You feel me? He kept it civil. He kept it civil, man. He said it was a good work. We got sports book boxing.
Yo. Salute. What's good with it, Ness?
Chilling, man. What up with you?
Nothing, man. Nothing. Just, doing these interviews like you, just one at a time. But nah, I just wanted to speak on it. Dre said it best. Your idols become your rivals. And this is what happens. The hunter becomes the hunted. Things must grow. Some people must lose. Some people gonna keep winning. And I'm here for all of it. However it happened. You know what I'm saying? Kid Schofield, make it happen with William. Make it happen with William. Knock his ass out. We see how that go. But I
Champ,
don't think that he's ready for
champ,
Shakur.
stick around. I got another guest I gotta handle. My bad. Alex, what's up, brother?
What's up?
How are you, man?
I'm good. How about you?
Can't complain, man. Can't complain. Happy to have you on the show. Um,
Yeah.
Obviously, you last fought on the Zone February 2nd in Orlando at the Caribe Royale in Orlando. You took on Osmar Rodriguez. Man, take us back to that fight. What was your thoughts on that fight, that opponent, and your performance?
Yeah. I think he was a solid opponent. Like good step up for me. Like good way to get used to like new styles. And I think I did all right. It was a little different. He could take a hit, so it was a good fight. I give it like a B, to be honest. I rate the fight like a B, based on my performance.
For sure. I watched it and I felt like you were abandoning the jab. You were looking more for the power shots. Any reason why? Did you feel like he just couldn't take your power, or did you feel like he didn't have the power to hurt you, and that's why you didn't feel the need to box?
Well, when I was in the ring, I was just like, oh, well, he's really not gonna be able to like hurt me. He's not. I felt like I already hurt him to the body enough to where like he's not gonna be able to land power shots on me. So I think I just like thought to myself like I'm just gonna tire him out, work the inside. But I don't think that was the right thing to do. That's what my coaches told me.
All right, all right. So you got this opportunity with Jake Paul. You've been on a few different promoted cards, man. How are you able to get on so many different cards? Your first fight was a Marv Nation. This last one was MVP. Um, you fought on Golden Boy cards in Costa Rica. Like you're really bouncing around from networks. Um, yeah, you even fought on Box Lab. Like, who do you? How do you? Yeah, who do you give the credit to being able to be on so many different promoted cards? And are you officially with no one? Are you a free agent? That's why you can bounce around.
Yeah, I'm a free agent, so I could basically go wherever I want. But the credits are to like my coach Ivan. Obviously Ashton signed it to MVP, so that helps me get the opportunity to fight on MVP. And my advisor Reza, he helped me like get the ball rolling with the Marv Nation and the Golden Boy card. So yeah, credits to them.
For sure, man. Your team is definitely moving you well. You've been very active in 2023. You had 3 fights. This year, you already fought in February. Are you expected back? Do you have a return date to announce?
It's nothing's confirmed, but I think we're aiming towards like April, May, around that time.
Another MVP card, possibly, or a different network?
I don't know. I think it'll probably be MVP.
That's a good look. That's a good look. Getting the television time, man. Being able to put on, knockout performances in front of, television audience is always a plus. So,
Yeah.
how much time you took off since your last fight? Are you back in the gym, or are you just waiting for a call?
No, I've been back in the gym just training. But I'm ready to. I'll probably be ready to fight soon. Get back into camp. You know. But I've been training, so just focusing on fixing my mistakes or like the mistakes I made in my last fight.
What mistakes you think you made specifically, if any?
Just when just like staying on my job more and like when not necessarily like mistakes, just like sharpening up my game, stuff like that. Like making sure like I'm good.
So, tell me about your trainer. What's his name?
Ivan Silv.
What's the last name?
Silv.
Oh, Ashton's dad.
Yeah.
But how long has that been happening? I don't like. Weren't you trained with someone else when I met you in your own gym in Silver State?
I don't recall meeting you. I don't think we met in real life in person.
Really? Where are
Yeah.
you training out of?
Long Beach.
Oh shit! No, I'm totally confusing you with someone else.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought you were training out of Vegas. Wow, okay, so you trained with Ashton Silv's dad. I had no clue. For some reason, I thought you were trained out of Silver State Boxing in Las Vegas.
Yeah. No. I train at Long Beach at Jackrabbit.
Oh
I've
wow,
been
so
there
how
since I
long
was
has
like,
that been going on? I'm sorry.
since I was like 11. I think 10
Oh,
maybe.
oh wow, so from amateur to pro, he's definitely done his job with you. That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. So you've been knowing Ashton for a long time then. Now it all makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Now it definitely makes sense. Man, do you follow astrology or at all? And I'm only asking because you're pretty one word. I'm trying to figure out what's your sign. You're like, yeah, nah. I train with Ashton's dad. Yeah,
I mean,
nah.
I don't really follow the astrology stuff, but I'm a Sagittarius, so
A Sag. Wait, is that no, because it's Scorpio and Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is the beginning of November, right?
yeah. Well, I'm a December birthday, so
Fuck, so I'm
December.
totally wrong. So it's the end of November and the beginning of December.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, man. You definitely have to have a little more, I guess, be a little more outgoing, you know? Sell yourself a little bit, man. You got to give more than one word answers just so the people can, you know, get behind you. Obviously, you're doing what you got to do in the ring. You know, you are knocking guys out. I've watched all your fights, but yeah, you got to work on the charisma. You know, why'd you start this? Why'd you get into boxing?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think I told you last time. It's just like my dad. Yeah, he threw me in the gym. He he's been like he's been watching me. Like he's like my coach as well. Also my cut man. So yeah, he got me in the gym. Me and my brother, but my brother doesn't box no more.
What do you want out of the sport?
I just want to be at the top. I want to be like I want to be an elite fighter. I want to be a champion.
And what champions did you look up to, or you watch tape of, or you know, yeah, look up to?
Probably Canela. He's the one like when I was younger. Me and my dad, we used to always watch him. And it was always a big thing when he fought.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the name.
I said Canela.
Oh, okay,
You know,
Canelo.
yeah, I grew up watching him. Like when he was like coming up.
What do you like about his style?
His style, his power punches, his ability to like the way he breaks the distance, and his counter punching is good, and his head movement. So I think that's all good. He's good to watch, good to study.
Where do you get your style from?
Uh, I don't think I like mirror any fighter like directly, but I think probably a lot of Canelo. I think some like some Crawford. I watch Crawford and like Andre Ward. I think that they're good fighters to watch.
What was it about Ward?
Uh, like he knows how to win. Like he knows how to win his fights. His jab, he just keeps his opponents like he makes sure like he's always controlling the fight, and he feints very well.
Sure, for sure. Yeah, man. Those are some good fighters to watch tape on, and I don't want to say idolize, but look up to for sure. Canelo, Ward, and Crawford. For
Yeah,
sure, for sure. What's your thoughts on Crawford wanting to fight Canelo? That's two of your favorites going at each other.
I think he's like. I think he's. I mean, it'd be a good fight. It'd do good numbers, but like he's. I don't think like it's a good fight for Canelo one, and I think for the reason like that he's coming up 2 weight divisions or like
Three.
47. Yeah, 3 weight divisions, which is crazy.
So you think it's crazy because he's moving up too much, or it's crazy because they won't give Canelo credit? What exactly?
He's moving up too much. I don't like Canelo's last fight. Charlo, he moved up two divisions, and like we saw what happened.
But
Just like
you don't think that Crawford is more skilled than the Charlo?
I think he's more skilled, but we don't know if he could take a punch from like a 168. We've never seen it. He's never fought anyone that big.
Nah, you're right about that, man. He has sparred though. They've been, obviously he's always sparred Steven Nelson, but they've been releasing, recently that he's been sparring Lester Martinez. As a fighter that spars obviously above your weight class, do you think sparring is just sparring, or if you're sparring above your weight class, you can probably fight in that weight class?
I mean, it depends how he's doing in sparring. If he's like walking through these guys, then maybe he could move up. But like if it's like good even sparring, like or like the other guy might be getting the better of it, he probably shouldn't be moving up. But I say if he's walking through him, it's good. But I think he should probably take a couple tune-up fights at like 168 if he really wants the Canelo fight, which I doubt he's willing to do.
You're a smart man. He is not willing to do it. That's what I want, man. I want the fucking Jaime Munguia fight, man. What do you think about Jaime Munguia, Terrence Crawford? That way we know if you can beat a 68, then you took off a piece of the board. Canelo can't fight Munguia no more if you beat him. Do you think Crawford can beat a Jaime Munguia?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I'm saying. We don't know. We don't know what he could do. But I say if he does, like he pits him in the position where like Canelo has to take the fight, which is good.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I would love to see him do it, man. Don't know that he would, but would certainly love to do it. So when do you think you're expecting to make that announcement?
I mean, when I get the confirmation, but I mean, like I said, I don't know, but I'll probably post it on my Instagram once I know for sure if I'm gonna be fighting.
For sure. Well, Alex, man, I want to thank you obviously for jumping on. Can you give out your social media for anybody that isn't following you can do so?
Oh yeah, my Instagram is Alex Getch, AlexGueche.
All right, champ. Well, stay locked in with us when you get your fight date. Have your peoples contact me so we get you back on.
Yes, sir. All
All
right.
right.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you. No, of course, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
For sure. All right.
All right. Man, I feel horrible that I confused him all this time. Even though I watched all his fights, for whatever reason, I thought he was this other kid out of Silver State Boxing. That's so crazy. But nonetheless, still a good kid. Still been doing what he needs to do when he gets these television fights. We got Treese in Toledo, Ohio. What's up?
Yo,
Yo.
what up, though? What up, though? Yeah, man. That's you funny, man. I feel like you got so much boxing going on, they all just run together sometimes. That shit was funny, but hey, players fuck up. You put it together though, you reeled it back in. I dig it. The mark of a true entertainer. I dig it. But hey, speaking of entertainment, man, that motherfucker Floyd Senior, man, he's a funny guy, man.
Nah,
He
I, I
talking.
I love that guy. You know, I'm glad, like I said on the live interview with him, I'm glad he don't get mad that I press him. You know, I love dudes that, we could press each other and we could come back and have another interview versus, oh, I ain't fucking going on his show no more because he want me to fight somebody that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I like that too. Cause yeah, it's it's entertainment. You know, it ain't
I just want
no
a
hard
former
feeling.
world champ though, like, cause the way his dad talking, if he could just beat a former world champ, it all starts to make sense. You feel me? But like until
Yeah.
then, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
You see, I'm trying to throw my guy in. I'm trying to throw my guy in there, but
who?
then they say that's the Robert Easter. But then they hit me with, oh, that's big bro. So they don't even wanna. I'm like, well, I feel it. I dig that. If that's big bro, you don't want to take the fight. I get it. I'm trying to throw my guy Robert Easter out there on some get right. You feel me? Get back. I would have just liked to see it. Cause I don't even know what Robert Easter really gonna do for real.
Hmm.
But
I
but
thought he
the
was in.
that
I mean, I thought somebody told us he was like with Roy. Or was that not real?
no, I seen him. That's what Jamel Herring has said this shit that he seen him down there in Florida with Roy too. He working out with Roy. Yeah, that's what I had seen too on this. I don't know if he just working out or if he trying to get back. I thought he was trying to get back. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I hope he is trying to get back though. That'd be, you know. Comeback season. I like it. Comeback fighter of the year, hopeful. I like that. That'll be what's up. We need something like that. But well, yeah, man. Floyd Schofield, he a funny guy though. Hey, you trying to push him up there with Matias though? Hey, man, that's
I ain't trying to
I
do
don't.
nothing, man. Options is
Who
options. That's
mentioned that?
all.
Hey, who mentioned? Okay, I'm thinking that somebody had mentioned that or something because I'm like, whoa.
Nah, they
Wait, wait.
did. They did. Uh, Brandon, man. Brandon in Houston threw that shit at him. He the one was trying to
Yeah,
set him up.
yeah, yeah. I don't like that, man. That's he don't need that right there. Like I say, I'm with the not here
But
Albright
but
fighter.
but it's like he
Yeah, go
said,
ahead.
they trying to be, like whoever the champion they said, who does do things like that, who did do things. So like that's how you prove it. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine at 16-0, he'd be the new Mike Tyson, right? Like Mike Tyson won a world title at 21. This dude would be knocking out a monster at 21. Like, he gotta take them chances.
I'll be with it. I like it. Like I say, I don't know. Hey, that Matias guy, he up there punching. He knocking shit loose, man. He wanted him. He a destructive guy. He violent. Them the type of guys I like, but I don't know. Floyd Schofield, he seemed violent too, but he is just against some of these guys who in there to get knocked over. You understand? So I just want to see Floyd Schofield against a guy with a little bit more resistance. That's why I think that Nahir Albright guy who fought the Keyshawn Davis. That shit is so they're funny as fuck. Oh, he gave Keyshawn Davis a good fight. Oh yeah, fuck it. We don't he can't do shit with us. That guy, hey, he a funny guy, man. But I'm gonna be on the lookout for him. Him and I just want to see them with a guy with more resistance. That's all. But yeah. Shout out TBV, shout out Toledo, Ohio, man. I know what the fuck going on. Be cool.
All right, champ. Who we got? Who we got? Sorry about that, man. I'm caught up. Y'all wouldn't even believe what I was just told. I'm so happy for my brethren. I'm so happy, Mike. I see you there, and I just wish I could be saying the same thing for you, man. I mean, it's always good to see these guys get deals. So I just been told about a nice little deal. I ain't gonna say no names. I'ma just say somebody else walking. Roll out. You know what I mean? Shout out to the roll out. Somebody else walking, man. Let me see. Let me see if they gonna confirm. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. And that's they gave me the three bubbles. They gave me the three bubbles. Don't be scared. And that's got that info. Go ahead and confirm or deny. And then I'm gonna ask, can I put it out there if he confirm? Ooh. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a conversation here. Trying to get this, get this breaking news on his new deal. Boy, that's kind of interesting, man. It ain't the biggest name, but again, good for him. Good for him. Nice little deal. But we got Boxing Hacker, $5. You called Keyshawn prior, but Keyshawn said your team doesn't want the fight. Why not try and make the Keyshawn fight first? Then Shakur will fight you. Boxing Hacker, you got to ask our guests questions on our Patreon or our YouTube members. That's the only way, champ. I don't even be seeing them super chats. Matt Bent, $5 on from Kansas. He said, deadly dose of Tanquil. They can't catch Shakur. He's speedy. Shakur Gonzalez. A gorilla in the mist. Monkeys hiding in the trees. And quiet. Shushing emoji. We got James Benitez with the $10 super chat. He said, Ereste Suero never fought off the island of the Dominican Republic. This is a trash fight. He needs to be fighting Justin Paulo. This fight won't make me believe Kid Austin ready for Shakur. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get him them names, and his dad is not interested. Leonard Sterling, Tank, regular champ, decline elevation to super. Yeah, I mean, it shows super, though. Truly Israel, $5. I'll pay for that pay-per-view. Schofield versus Matisse. That'll be a great fight. 100 emoji twice. Greg, welcome to the prospect level. And Conquest, welcome to the prospect level. Optimus Prime, shout out for the $10. Real hardcores come at night. Salute, man. We appreciate you rocking out with us on the night shows, man. Damn, so they answer me, and then they confirm. They like, who? This guy? And I'm like, yeah. And now no more dots. It's all good. You know what I told y'all about that. When they don't want to answer you, it means it's true, and they're not allowed to answer you, and they can't deny, because then they'll look like a bad guy, like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't tell you, you know what I mean? So it's just like they just leave you on red. But it's all good. In about 2 days, y'all should know or so. Like I said, shout out to my brethren. My brethren. Who we got? Majid, what it do? Majid. While we wait for him to connect or not connect, go ahead and smash that thumbs up if you haven't subscribed. I'm trying to get to 189,000. Actually, I'm trying to get to 190,000. I'm already at 189,523. So we need about 500 more people to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get us to that next goal. We trying to crush goals. Who's trying to help? Jay Will is on you.
What's up? What's up, bro?
What up, bro?
Slow motion, man. I got my after work voice popping. I'm not in no office now, so now I can really get at you, Ness. But you lucky we ain't talking about Canelo, man. So I'm gonna let you live a little bit, man. Shakur though, man. Yo, I'm gonna be first on the record to say this about Shakur, man. And this might be a hot take. I think Shakur is just damn, what's homeboy's name? Wilder's first trainer that he got rid of because of Glovegate.
Breland?
Breland. I can see Shakur being Mark Breland 2.0, a dope ass amateur. I mean, one of the best amateurs we didn't see damn near. But as a pro, he just does not stack up like how he used to stack up as an amateur, bro. I think that's why he gets so scary. He gets punchers. I think he know himself what he is, bro. Like I just don't think he's going to translate as a pro the way he did as an amateur. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's going to fight Floyd or anybody that's, I guess, quote unquote, below him, because I think he feels like he has a great chance of losing those kind of fights. So after his last couple of performances, really his last performance and the performance before that, two performances before that, like I stopped being so sold on Shakur. I really thought Shakur was going to be that deal coming out the amateurs, but even when I go back and look at some of his fights again, man, it's like he still has a very amateur style, man. Like I don't really see a lot of professional things about his style at all, for real. So Floyd ain't gonna get the fight just because Shakur already know he has certain limitations in his pro game. And like I said it here first, man. He's gonna be Mark Breland 2.0. Except, I mean, I think he has maybe one more division belt than Mark Breland. But I think once he starts fighting those equally talented dudes, he's gonna start taking L after L, man. I really do, man. That's my call, bro.
Jay Will, appreciate you. Majid, trying you again. If not, we are out. Nest GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. We right back at you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern. Arrivederci.